Go. Welcome, everybody. We're live, and guess what we're playing? We're playing freaking Everquest. And Sparrow?
Hey, happy Thanksgiving, everyone. We're here from Friday fun.
Friday fun. So we're right outside of Splitpaw, or at least I'm right outside of it. There's Bounty. Oh, yeah, everybody's right outside. We get everybody in the party here.
Yeah. Do you know if Junior's going to be coming today to hang out?
I'm not 100%.
It is
The good news
Thanksgiving,
is,
so
yeah, it's the day after Thanksgiving, so maybe not. But the good news is we can slay things right outside of Splitpaw. And I believe, at least while he can, I think Collector's coming. As a matter of fact, he's in chat. Let me move him in. I see Witcher 2.
nice.
Bounty's been a member, a Lord of Napalm, for 33 months.
What?
It's crazy. Thank you, Bounty Code, for all your support.
Thank you for your entertainment
Yeah. And friendship.
and friendship.
Yeah.
And friendship. But you don't have to pay me to be your friend. Just so you know.
Well, you know, that's how I get all my friends.
Just so everybody knows. Grand Old Reaper, what's up? Mr. C, they actually let you play p99? Who? My family? My handlers?
Those handlers, they got their work cut out for them.
It's a lot of handling going on.
Yeah.
After struggling
Wait,
with the
what?
camera this freaking game for like 30 minutes. The camera in EverQuest or Quorum? I think you're talking about Quorum. If you're talking about camera struggles, I think you're talking about EverQuest Quorum.
Nathan, I don't know if it's you or somebody is echoing the stream. I wonder if you have to like mute Sparrow's.
Maybe my voice.
stream.
I may just have the headphone too loud. Is that better? Test.
No, not your voice. I'm saying I'm hearing the echoing of.
Are you? I'm not hearing it. Do you have two streams live, like my stream and Nathan's
Well,
stream?
I have Nathan's muted and I have yours live, and I'm hearing you guys talk.
Oh, is that because you're hearing us talk in real time on Discord and you're hearing us talk on the stream, maybe?
He's thinking.
I'm trying to process that. Because I can obviously hear you in real time here, but then on the stream it just seems like it's echoing.
Well, I only have my audio going,
Oh,
so I
there's
don't.
Junior.
Oh, awesome! We can get right to killing some group mobs.
Yeah, so far my chat says they don't hear an echo. Yeah,
Okay.
Junior, are you logging in tonight? See, I'm moving them in. Hello, Junior.
Hello.
Buddy.
Awesome.
Yeah, P99 has no compass. Nope. It has sense heading that you can level up or skill up so that you can know when you use sense heading, you can know what direction you're facing. Old school. Brutal. There's Senga. Let me invite you, Junior.
That was a sweet spot we were camping last week.
Yeah. You should be able to do it again, right? We got room for one more person if somebody in chat wants to come join us in Splitpaw.
Yeah. Any class. We're about 30. I'm 34.
I'm here, guys. I'm kind of having trouble with the connection right now.
Having trouble getting on? Is that what you said?
Connection, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, p99 does not like me this week.
Oh.
And yeah, Mr. C, we did have trouble getting on one day, or I think that was a couple of weeks ago. None of us could get on, so we just played Embers.
Yep. But that was everybody.
Yeah, all of us couldn't log on.
Yep.
It seemed like everybody who was already on was staying on, but we couldn't get on.
Yep. All right. Oh, I forgot to share out stuff.
What's up, Peace Dog?
Is your voice good on your levels?
My voice? Yeah, it's showing up. You still having issues, Bounty?
No, I'm just. It just seems like it's quiet.
Okay, I can turn it up a bit. There. I put it. It's hitting the yellow now. Thank
That
you.
does sound better, actually.
On the
I
stream?
can hear you, but that does sound better.
Okay.
Right, or placebo effect. I don't know.
Yeah, because I only turned it up in my Streamlabs, not Discord.
So it's placebo. Completely placebo.
This is powerful.
It
It
is.
is powerful. Hey, Faith Risen. I love the name. I love EQ. Yeah, Everquest is freaking great. I'm gonna go ahead and what's the max level for your group if I were to join you?
Am I the
34,
lowest?
So
I think I'm the
what
lowest at
level are
30,
you?
34. I'm the lowest, I think.
yeah, I'm 34 too. So
Okay.
what would that be? I think 40 should be fine now, right? Maybe
I don't know.
more.
There's some math involved, and I usually let Bounty Code handle that.
I'm level 31.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
31. So half of that would be 15. 40 should still be good, I think. It might start to get a little. They might be green to you though. I'm not sure how that all would work out. Yeah, if you want to come pull for us, piece, you can. You don't have to though. Too much math, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
mathing
go
is
ahead
no
and
fun.
zone in.
All
Are
right.
we zoning in?
Oh, I went the wrong way.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
just go
wait
ahead
to
and
see
zone
everybody go in first to know which way.
This way.
This way, guys.
The town is back this way.
I hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Everybody's still recovering, sleepy, carb loaded.
Still
Yeah.
eating turkey.
I know. I just had a big helping of turkey. I made keto gravy, which turned out really well.
I bet it was good.
Yep. It has carbs still, but it's like at least half the carbs. It's like 1 gram of carbs per serving.
Nice.
Yep.
I ate 10 deviled eggs as prophesized and slept on the couch.
Ooh. Wow.
Yeah.
I did not eat keto this Thanksgiving. Just saying.
Oh, I didn't eat keto. Just the gravy was keto. I give myself Christmas and Thanksgiving. I'm totally going for it. But I wanted the keto gravy so that today and all this weekend I could have turkey and gravy and not, worry about it. But yesterday I ate all the things. Stuffing, mashed potatoes, sweet potatoes with like sugar and maple syrup, all the things. Pumpkin pie. It was
I'll pull you in,
delicious.
peace, dog. Okay, in peace.
Oh, that sounds good when I'm eating ramen noodles.
Oh, I have a friend who works at Amazon, right? And she drives. She's a driver for Amazon. And guess what? Amazon got all their employees for Christmas this year.
What?
2 packs of ramen and a thank you note. I'm not even
Are
joking.
you?
Wow.
What?
She sent me the picture. I didn't even believe her. I was like, no,
Wow.
that's like insulting. They wouldn't do that. She sent me the picture.
Well, they are paying for college, so you know.
Whoa. Is that a pet? Oh, yeah, that's a pet.
Yep.
All right.
That's great. I do Uber and Lyft. I pick up a lot of those. Not just drivers,
Des!
but also the people who work
Welcome.
in the warehouses and stuff too.
Mhm.
And I've only had
Hope
like
you're having an awesome
2
night.
of them, and I've picked up hundreds of them in the last few years that have told me they didn't like working there. The rest of them say they love it.
Yes, no, I think she does too. She's been there a long time. I think she likes it. It's just like it's better just not get anybody a Christmas
Right,
present.
yeah,
Hey,
they should have
Mujen.
Or a joke.
to see
right?
you.
If there's like an internal inside joke, then that could be funny. But just random, from corporate.
I feel like I've
2
been
packs of ramen.
following
You could've got
Mujen
hot
around
chocolate
all
and then
day.
A little mug, That's an excellent corporate Christmas, winter thing in my opinion. I worked for a lot of companies that did that. A mug with the company's logo on it, some hot chocolate. That's, 2 packs of ramen. That's insulting.
Yeah, ramen.
That's
That's
funny.
yeah. I can't even eat
And I eat a
ramen.
lot of
Looking
ramen, by the way. I'm a
I
kind
was
of a
looking
fan
up
of it.
what was it they had on Amazon? Sushi making kit. Now that would have been cool.
Oh,
Oh, that would have
yeah.
been really cool.
And I think that would have been awesome.
Your plate looked awesome today, Des. On your picture of your
100%. Yeah, I
leftover
don't pay
plate.
attention to anything I eat. I probably got 5 years left. That's how I feel. You know what?
Oh man, if it was like
Die
top
happy.
ramen, if it was top ramen, that's just like sad.
It was
Basic
the,
for
what's the one
Thanksgiving
brand
is
with
my
the little smiley
favorite.
face? That's the one I always buy. Starts with an M. I'll look it up.
Like
Maruchan
Mish
or
something.
Maruchan or Maru?
Yeah, Maruchan. something.
Murachan. That's it. That's what it was. That's the one
Now,
I
that's
buy.
the good brand.
That's the one I
Bacon
like.
mac and
That's,
cheese.
when I say ramen,
Oh,
I'm
that
talking
sounds
about that.
delicious.
Now I like the cup. Used to be called cup of noodles. Mandela effect. It's just cup noodles now.
What?
I
Oh,
like that
yes.
one too. Yeah, it used to be cup o noodles. I remember. I ate it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Now, it's never been cup o noodles. Doesn't exist.
What?
Cup noodles.
I don't believe it. That's
Cup
like
noodles.
Mug's root beer. It's not Mug's. It's Mug. I'm like, what? It was always
Wait, it's not
Mug's.
Mugs?
It's not
We're gonna
Mug's.
mug you for your root beer.
Yeah. Well, how do you remember it? The
I
root
remember
beer?
Mugs.
I
Mugs.
know.
Everybody remembers Mugs. It does not exist.
Right.
Well, Mandela, man, I'm telling you.
I'm telling you. Look it
Berenstain
up.
Bears.
Let me tell you something else. Mickey Mouse had freaking suspenders.
Yes.
Yeah.
That he
He had
did.
suspenders. He used to dance with them. He'd be
Yeah.
whistling, being like,
What are you
Yeah.
saying he never
What are you
did?
saying?
he never had them. You can go back and watch the old cartoons.
What?
The original versions, it's gone.
It's crazy.
Vanished.
It's the
Cup
Matrix.
noodles. That's not right.
Yeah. Yep. Somebody's messing with the
The
source
Matrix.
code.
Yeah,
Yeah,
with
the
the code.
Matrix is a mess.
That's proof. We all remember a different alternate reality.
Hey, listen,
Alright.
you can say it's mass misremembering. That's the classic thing where they're like, wow, what a great study case in misremembering. Let me tell you something. I literally, in like kindergarten, first grade, can't remember, one of the two. Actually, I do remember. It was first grade because I just now remembered what the teacher looked like. I had to go to my teacher because we were doing a book report in like first grade, right? So it's like little kids' books. And mine was a favorite collection that my parents had got me, a book series called Berenstain Bears. Okay?
Yeah.
So I go to my teacher because I didn't know how to pronounce that, right? I didn't know how to pronounce the name, Berenstain. So I went to my teacher and she explained how blah, blah, blah. Don't remember the lesson. Okay, I'm going to be honest. But something about it's German, they're German family, therefore it's Bernstein, not Bernstein. That was the argument. Is it Bernstein or Bernstein? She had a whole little thing where she taught me, because it's German, it's going to be Steen. If this and that, it would have been Stein, blah, 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 blah. A whole lesson on it, right?
Right.
Now they're called the Bernstein Bears with an A. We would have never even had that
What?
conversation.
No, it's
We
EI.
would have never had that conversation. Now it's not. Now it's always been. Even my old books that my mom has now
What?
say AIN. The very book I brought to school that we had the whole conversation, is it Steen or Stein, now says Stain. That conversation would
What?
never happened.
How is this possible?
That's what I'm
telling
saying.
you.
Did
That's
we
why
all?
I know some of this, something happened, and I blame it on the collider, the mass. What do they call it? The molecule collider in Switzerland.
Space-time continuum is being ripped apart.
They broke
It's-
something. They broke something.
That's crazy.
What if you just woke up and there was no such thing as EverQuest?
Oh,
Like, it was just
Right.
gone.
And you were like,
They keep
what do you
messing
mean?
with stuff.
I know, you
That's
played
gonna
it.
happen.
Nope, never
Yeah,
existed.
but we played it last Friday. I streamed it. Everyone's like, what?
p99, what's that?
Yeah.
World of Warcraft?
They were the first people that made an MMO.
Then we'd know who's behind it. It's
Yeah.
Blizzard.
That would be-
Evil Blizzard.
That would be an awful thing to happen.
Yeah.
Like, no, it wasn't the first they copied EverQuest. It was like, what the heck is an EverQuest?
Oh, it's like that Arnold movie.
A step too far, Des, right?
What was that Arnold movie where he was like the something so
Total
last action hero?
Last Action Hero.
He goes
yeah.
back into a different reality, and he's like trying to show him, no, you were in this movie, and it goes to the blockbuster, and it's like, and it's Stallone is the Terminator
Oh,
instead of
yeah,
Arnold.
yeah, it was Stallone, yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. I
I think-
vaguely remember that. We need to watch it again.
Yeah, that was a
Yeah.
good one. But that's what's happening in the real world.
That's
That's
wild.
weird.
Something's up.
So you're saying it's Stane, like stain?
Now it's Stain, Stain.
Really?
Well,
And
I
even
remember
my
the-
books say that now. It's not like they changed it, right, at some point. Like, even your old relics will have changed.
Like 1984, where they
That's-
went back and changed the newspapers.
Yes,
to
but
give
how can they
information.
change the
Yeah.
books on your shelf? Ah,
They can't unless they altered reality.
Yeah, the time continuum,
that multiverse.
multiverse thing.
Yeah. That's
So you
crazy.
see, all those time travel movies they made are actually real. We're
They're
just not
trying-
living it.
They're trying to tell us something, you know. They're afraid to get erased.
You're like, how smart are
Oh,
these
you-
guys?
Yes, they're trying to tell us to like and subscribe to Nathan's channel.
Well,
That
that's
is what
like
I'm trying to
killing.
say.
Yeah.
Which reminds me,
Yeah.
for both me and Sparrow's channel, because me and Sparrow streaming this, we're dual
Yeah.
streaming this. Please hit that like button if you're in chat. Helps us both out a ton. YouTube won't even tell our subscribers, even if they get the bell notification, they won't even tell them we're live until we get enough likes, and then
Yeah.
they'll start telling people.
Which is true because I'm watching hers and I'm seeing her and it doesn't show it's live.
Yeah, it's some craziness.
Ooh, what's this? Further proof we're in the Matrix, Zucan says.
Yeah, I always thought the Berenstain Bears was a play on berry stains. So I don't know.
So
But
you
I
remember
don't
it with the
remember it.
AIN?
I'm not even sure now, but I do remember always thinking that it was a play on words of the berry stains, for bears. I don't know, but I'm bad about doing that, just linking things together. It really shouldn't be. And now I'm wondering, wait a minute, it could have just been based on me not just hearing that, I don't know.
We don't have to pull him back.
There's 2 spawns there, but they're really slow.
There we go.
Then there's one right behind the door that could aggro.
Oh, real life is getting a patch update. That's right.
Right, that makes sense.
Hey, Junior.
They definitely already added the PvP, I've noticed, reading the news. PvP's been in.
For
since I
what?
was born, at least. For real life.
Oh. For real life PvP. Yeah.
Yeah, I've noticed.
Gets a little
PvP is
wild.
Really good.
No, it's really bad.
Well,
I
too much
hate PvP in real life.
I'm not a fan either.
I don't know. The gear they have is amazing.
Yeah,
The gear they have
That's
is
true.
Now
amazing.
it's all pay to win now.
Yeah, pretty much.
It is very pay to win.
pay to
I've noticed.
win. That's true.
Hey, what's up, Michael? I'm doing good.
Ziplocs,
There's
how are
a
you
Berenstain
doing?
Bears CDI
Hope you're
code.
having an
You can
awesome
change
day.
the code on Disprint. Yes,
And a wonderful
can.
Thanksgiving.
you can. It's changed a lot of things. For
Des
video
is going to
games, too.
PvP me in real life.
There's quite a few of them.
Des said he'll PvP me
remember
in
all.
real life. I'm scared. Des.
Desrin?
Yeah,
Sounds like a threat.
I know. This is the bullying. See what I have to put up with, the bullying. You're stuffed after
Yeah, he
Thanksgiving
booed on me, even though he
leftovers.
didn't have line of
Yes,
sight. How
they're the
did he do
best.
that?
If Des tries to PvP in real life, call the guards,
Who's the guards?
the police.
Okay.
The police are the guards in the real
But then
life.
they'll be kill stealing. You think I can take them, Zip? Oh, that's generous.
Yeah, you won't get the experience when taking them down.
Yeah,
The police will get the experience.
yeah. I'm only a good if I'm in berserk mode. Otherwise, I'm no good.
Yeah, I saw that Mugen, the Angry Video Game Nerd. He did a thing about the Berenstain Bears, where he actually went up in his closet and retrieved his copies. Like, what?
I'm telling you, look up Muggs root beer. It doesn't exist.
That's just crazy. Junior's selling some real life PvP gear. Okay, for pay to win against Des and I. Yeah, berserk mode I'm too OP because I feel no pain, but I'm a big chicken other than that.
Tell her the Rangers can be Scar, and then you're.
Oh, Bounty. We talked about this. Scar. See, I'm hopeful that those Pantheon changes that Joppa was kind of alluding to, one of those will be no more
Ma-
Scar Ranger.
The Matrix that he's talking about.
Oh, it might be. It might be.
Oh,
stuff.
there's
I
a
was
pet on
thinking
me.
that when you said that too. Maybe they're going to get rid of some of the weirder
Mujin will
things
be
like
mad
Star
at me,
Ranger.
but
They're
I'll be.
right.
It's okay. It's worth it.
Like rangers.
Yeah.
In touch with nature,
Yes.
which requires a calm and like collective, mind. Scar are crazy.
Yeah.
They're too crazy. It doesn't make sense. And they're like, yeah, but it'll be different when they do it. They'll be dominating nature. Then make another class for them.
Exactly.
Yeah. It's not Rangers don't dominate
It's not
nature.
rangers.
Yeah. I get the whole predator thing, but to me that'd be more like in EQ2 where they have the ranger and then they have the assassin on the other side.
Exactly.
Or a hunter.
Or a hunter.
Hunter would make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. They don't make
Yeah,
sense as
Scar Hunter makes perfect sense.
Yeah,
Exactly.
absolutely.
Or predator.
Yeah, call it a
But
predator.
there's no reason for them to waste development time making a very specific new class just for one race either. Just forget
wait,
it.
you're not helping, Nathan.
Forget it.
No.
No, but if they did, they should just
No, I'm
push
saying
Venom
don't do
right
it.
here.
Yeah, don't do Ranger.
Yeah,
Scar
don't
Ranger.
do Ranger Scar. Just don't do it. Just drop it.
I like that
It
point.
could be like a new class, or when it comes out, new expansion.
How does Scar Hunter not make sense? They hunt. That's what they do. That's what they're known for.
Yeah.
They hunt in packs. They even get a buff when they're all together.
Yeah.
That they can run faster, etc. Because they hunt in packs. It's literal lore from Pantheon. It makes perfect sense.
Wow, you know lore?
That's what they do. I know a little bit.
Wow. Impressive. I read the lore and then it's like in one ear out the other. I'm horrible. I can't retain it.
I tell
Some of the
everybody I
lore
know
is
a
so
guy.
good it stuck with me, but other times, I'm not saying it's not good. It just didn't stick.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
gotta drop some of this. I got some respawn.
Oh, Fruit Loops. That's one I'm not sure about. I'm not sure about it.
What's the difference for Fruit
So,
Loops?
Many people remember it spelled fruit, Fruit, and then loops with the two O's that look like Fruit Loops, right?
I want to say
and then-
fruit as with two O's.
Yeah, and then that's how it is. It's
Oh, okay.
FROOT.
All right.
Now, I will argue with the Looney Tunes. I do remember that being Toons, TOONS.
Yeah.
Now, it's been TUNES for a long time, though. But I thought
Oh, really?
at some point they changed it. Because I remember being like, oh, weird, it actually says Tunes like a song now. But I thought they changed. I didn't realize that it never was tune, like cartoon.
I thought it was double O's for that too.
Yeah, same.
I don't understand Mugen's logic. He says,
No, I think
Scar
that was
Hunter.
always, I was a big Looney Tunes kid, and yeah, it's always tunes as in the song, I believe, TUNES.
Okay. I wouldn't have bet on it, but I would have remembered it as.
I watched it religiously.
I
I
did
remember
too as
having
a
to
kid.
get up on Saturday mornings early so that I could make sure I had the antenna set in the right position to get it in clearly.
Me too. Yeah.
And my dad would be coming home from a graveyard shift, and we'd sit there and watch Looney Tunes cartoons in the
Oh,
morning.
that's a nice
And
memory.
when I was really
was.
little, watching Saturday morning cartoons, we had a black and white TV in the living room. We didn't have a color TV yet.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, when I was little, it was black and white for sure.
Yeah, with the like you said, the rabbit ears.
Mm-hmm.
I had the same
Yeah.
thing, but when you hit the TV, it turned color.
Hey, I was doing that the other day to watch a football game. Watch the Texans. I was out there messing with the antenna because there's I don't have cable, and you can do the over air antenna, and it's actually a digital signal. It's actually high res and stuff. But yeah, it's just like the old. We've kind of gone forward and backwards too. I guess at the same time because
You're right.
I actually hung it off of a air conditioning vent from the ceiling to get it in the right position so I could get the game in 1080.
Yeah, you can get the HD antennas now off
Yeah.
the air, like you said, and it's actually real. It's the entire stream. It's not compressed at all because it's over the
Yeah.
air. So you actually have
looks-
better quality than cable.
When you get
Yeah.
it right, yeah, it looks amazing. It looks
If you're,
really
if
good.
you're close enough, obviously, to the
And you're not even bandwidth up on your
The
Mhm.
signal.
to the signal station. Yeah, but it's pretty amazing that it's actually a better quality signal.
They were switching that over to stop the steal of cable or the stuff like that.
They need to bring. Grando Reaper says they need to bring back televisions with wood trim.
Yeah.
Just
I
screen
miss
clarity.
that.
Yeah.
Make them
And
TV.
consoles. and
Yeah.
consoles.
Yeah, like that. Oh, I saw Atari 2600 console in Sam's Club, I think, and it was all with that wooden,
Oh wow,
Yeah.
original
Ooh,
casing.
nice.
that
And
would be cool.
Nice.
Yep.
That's what I grew up with. Those floor model TVs with the wood all
Mhm.
around it.
Yeah, those were nice.
We had and we had the stereos to match when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Mm.
I got a mini train here, but it's one of the green ones, I think. Oh, might need a heal in a minute though.
They're going after somebody.
Who are they
Who
going
they
after? The
Yeah, me.
heels.
Of course.
Oh my god!
Oh,
I got
boy.
one off.
All right, I'm on the other.
Not bad.
Are they both
All
off
right,
of
then
them?
come in here, piece of.
Uh-oh. I'm gonna let me move over here with him so I didn't aggro you. Thank you. Oh, I got a
You like
mini
the
too,
wood
so
trim
I'll pop that.
paneling, Des?
Oh,
Yeah.
I just threw another heal.
I don't like the paneling like on the side of, say, station wagons or something. I wasn't a fan of that, but I loved it in trim, like lower half of the walls or TVs or stuff like that. Those always looked good.
Is that one a
One was
pet?
about to
The
drop.
guy with the one with the staff? Is that
Yeah.
a pet?
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
Yeah, should be.
Some wood paneling I like and some I don't. Like I didn't like it on cars.
I agree.
But I liked it like lower half of walls or on TV, stuff like that.
Yeah, we don't
Radios.
need to bring back the minivan with the wooden stripe down.
No.
I
Oh, I
didn't
like
like
this
No.
too.
I saw
did not
that
like
the
that.
other day.
Station wagons with the wood.
Yeah.
bodies,
that. Yeah, the
Station
station
wagon.
wagons. Yeah, yeah.
Mhm.
Family truckster.
Nobody stole your TV in the 70s and 80s. We're taking 10 men.
That's
That's
true.
right.
That's
right.
true.
It's too much work. Too much work.
Yeah, I do too,
Did I ever
Des.
tell you guys a story about the time somebody tried to steal my my HD plasma TV back when that was like not when it was new?
No.
I have to tell you guys a story. So I lived in a apartment that was one floor, okay, and it was hot one night, and I'd opened the window when I went to sleep, right beside my bed, and I went to work or whatever it was. I think it was work. I get back home, and the door's open, right, the front door, and which is really strange because I wouldn't leave the door open, you know, and so I go inside, and I go to my room, and it's clean, and it was a mess. It was like cans and bottles, and I mean it was a mess. It was cleaned. So I was like, what the heck? Somebody came in here and cleaned my room? And then I was like, where's my TV? Because it wasn't sitting there, right? And I look at over at the window, and the TV is just like catty cornered, like a little bit of it like somebody tried to pull it through the window and couldn't get it to
Oh
fit.
my
right?
gosh.
But they walked out the door. It was like they gave up on the TV because it wouldn't fit through the window. But they walked out the door because the door was open. And they cleaned my room.
Wow.
What?
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 I'd love to know the story about what happened.
Yeah.
Somebody drank a lot. Or
Yeah, somebody's meds were off.
yeah.
The weirdest crackhead ever.
That is.
She got confused and
Yeah.
just, like
Took
started
some.
cleaning.
Yeah.
Mhm, That's
That
hilarious.
seems like a cringe pony skit that needs to be written.
That sounds about right.
It's a true story. I don't know what happened that day.
Truth
So-
is,
The flame-
Stranger than fiction.
yeah.
Yeah. We got to talk to that
Stranger
burglar.
Things.
I agree, Des. I think Nathan needs to track him down and question him.
We did see when me and Steve were moving into the house, we were like going back and forth with stuff, and we were like not even locking the door. We weren't driving very far. We were just
I couldn't
dropping off
bet.
crap, going picking up more crap, you know, back and forth.
Mhm.
And when we pulled up one of the times, somebody jumped out the back window with a box in their hand, running, and I'll never forget the image in my head because they had a giant flowing mullet as they ran. No shirt on, running with a box of our stuff.
Oh my gosh.
We never even figured out what they stole. We like unpacked and was like, I have no idea what that guy in the mullet stole. We never did figure out what it was.
Wow.
Well, it's
That must
classic
not have been very
moving.
good.
Couldn't have been that important. Yeah.
Must not have been good, yeah. It's been like some old plates or something.
Des says it sounds very Florida.
Yeah, that
It
does
was
sound. Like,
Tennessee. It was Tennessee. Close
Was
enough.
it? Okay.
Florida with less humidity.
I really
It's
want to
also
visit
possible
Tennessee.
He brought his own box. and was going to fill it up with stuff, and then we pulled up, and he just jumped back out the window. I thought
Maybe.
of that because we never found nothing missing.
Yeah, maybe he didn't
Or
have a
some
chance to search
Maybe
through.
he needed a box and he went and unpacked some stuff.
That's
for
right.
Joe. Crook and stole the box.
He just dumped
He's
it on
the
the
same-
floor.
He's the same neat freak crook that also cleans your room because he couldn't steal your toys.
It was the same kind of epic.
Oh, this pet won't die. Come on. Just a little skeleton. Making me feel wimpy. There we go.
All the gnolls have pets now that I'm pulling.
Yeah. Oh, I got some water. I foraged some water. Are we taking the pets first, or is that not a thing anymore? Was that just with the eyeballs?
I don't know. Actually, should we kill the pet first? I guess we'll find out.
I've been out of food and water, I think, for a while.
Oh,
Still.
Sparrow. I've
Yes.
been waiting to tell you this.
What?
I've been waiting to tell you this. The newest Necrom expansion to Elder Scrolls Online
Uh-huh.
is a lot of fun. It's a lot of fun. They did a
Ooh.
lot of little quests in there that remind me of like the older Elder Scrolls.
Okay.
I can't give anything away, but there's some good stuff in there. It's pretty good. Now keep in mind, I play it like a single player Elder Scrolls
Yes.
game, so I'm just like doing every quest I run across and just
Mhm.
playing it. Like I'm not saying it's like an epic MMO now. I'm just saying like it's a really
story.
got some really good quests in it. It's got a good story and it's good. Necrom I'm loving it so far.
Yeah, when ESO first came out, we loved doing the stories.
Yeah, the stories
Yeah,
were very
they're so
good,
good.
Yeah.
compelling.
They're really good.
Mhm.
Some of them were disturbing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what made me so upset, and it was because of the way we played. I don't blame him for feeling this way, but man, my feelings will never get over when we played ESO on the MMO 101 show, and while grading it, Theric gave it a low score on lore.
I know, there's
oh my
so
gosh,
much.
That crushed me because
Yeah.
it was so good for the lore.
I
but
know.
he just didn't see it the way he played. You know,
Because we play it differently as a group just trying to level. It's a whole different
Yep.
experience than you just trying to go in and play the game. And
Yep.
yeah, that was rough. And you so badly wanted to just defend it, but it's like, no, he's
Yeah.
entitled to his, grade.
yeah. And from the way he played, I totally understand.
Yeah.
But it was just like, man, that sucks because he likes Elder Scrolls, and now he got the wrong impression. Like, this game is full of lore. It's absolutely crazy. It's probably got more lore than any other MMO out there.
Yeah.
Maybe. It had a lore before the game was ever made, so it's just all there.
Yeah.
And it was good writing, too.
And I
Respawn.
love,
Mhm.
some people may disagree with this, but I love how Elder Scrolls is just a giant and almost obvious ripoff of D&D. I mean, like places, names, bunch of lore aspects. I love that because a lot of the times when I learned something, I didn't know before about Elder Scrolls lore, I'm like, oh my gosh, this is like blah 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 in D&D.
Mm.
And I love it. Because we don't have a good D&D MMO anyway, or even open world RPG even.
Well, DDO was the closest that came to it. And I know we disagree on how much of an MMO you think it is compared to myself. But
Yeah.
the expansions, they added a lot of more open air. They're not dungeons because they're outside, the outdoor dungeons. But that was very D&D. I think it was even
And I like D&D.
on that lore
I like DDO.
rule set.
I like DDO. It is an MMO. It is an MMO,
Mhm.
Gecko Reaper. It is, 100%.
Yeah, and it's good. Oops.
I
gonna
just
pop.
think it could. I just wished it would have been more of an MMO.
In
right?
the-
I just wish it would have went all the way.
I can agree. I can see what you're saying. Like in the cities, you run to certain dungeon places, and go in from
yeah.
there. But
And then it's
that
all
really
Ephesus.
expanded as it went on. So it
That's very
started
good, yeah.
feeling,
But-
more
but
outdoorsy.
I think they should change the early game to where the whole thing, as soon as it's a world. It's not just like, here we are in this city and you go in this place and then you're in this other dungeon, then move over to this part of this city, and then eventually here's a little open area spot where you can do some quests and get to another dungeon. If it would have just been like a normal MMO where it was like, here's a world, explore how you want, there's some dungeons, there's some stuff, blah, blah, blah.
But
That
you know
would
what they
have been
did great?
epic.
They did the classes fantastic. They were D&D
Yeah.
classes.
100%.
I
and
loved
the
playing
dungeons are freaking cool.
Yes.
For instance dungeons, it's one of the best ever made.
Yep.
Of all the instance dungeons, in my opinion, because it feels like you're playing a dungeon in D&D.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Even with the narration of the voice of the people in it.
Yep.
I love that, by the way. And they'll get
Yep.
like guest people come and do the narration. I loved it so much.
Yeah.
That was really good. I don't hate DDO.
Oop.
I just could never,
Ah,
ever,
no, no,
ever,
no.
ever main it. That's all.
Yeah, I can see it's not a world. It doesn't feel like a world. That's
Yeah,
what
it doesn't feel
I
like a
agree
world.
with
At
you.
least as far as I play.
Right.
Right.
And I played it from the beginning, so I totally get it. I just love the classes, the rule sets,
Mhm.
the
Really good.
adherence to the everything was like perfectly represented from the books. It wasn't like when Neverwinter had to do it differently. The DDO was like just wow. It was so amazingly D&D. But you're right, it didn't feel like a world that you could just live in. It was great
Yeah.
Yeah.
to play a dungeon.
Yeah, and if you, I see what they were going for, because I could easily see a group of people who used to meet up a couple times a week and play D&D tabletop, and then they swap over and they're like, let's meet up now and play DDO. That would work flawlessly.
Yeah, I think
You would
in
feel
their
similar.
minds they wanted to get rid of a lot of the what they would think of as pointless traveling, right?
Yeah.
A lot of
Yeah.
wasted time to them. And it did make it seem kind of small when it first came out anyway.
Yeah. Agreed.
But you're right, like when you sit down to play D&D with a group of people, it was usually one spot. You didn't travel that much. You had a dungeon with a few encounters, and that would be your evening. So the DDO did reproduce that well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hilarious says I ran through 3 expansions of Final Fantasy 14, largely solo. Can't seem to get back into it. So the overworld being meaningless, aside from paths between instances. Yeah, Final Fantasy 14 did a I wouldn't say that they're meaningless, but I know why you. I can understand why you would say that. 14 is just a. I feel like Final Fantasy 14, and I like it. Okay, it's not like my favorite or anything, but I do like it. It was. It was, in my opinion, just a hyper World of Warcraft style MMO, right? Like it took it to the extreme. And I do believe that Final Fantasy 14 is a good poster child for end game is the real game. You know?
Yeah.
Which isn't necessarily what I want at all. But I can see why people like my wife got into it and got in the end game and had a ton of fun and loves the game to this day and has cherished memories of raiding and stuff like that. And the story's really good. I feel like it's way too long-winded, but it is good. It's probably the best Final Fantasy story ever told.
You want that one, Nathan? Okay. I wasn't sure which one to grab. Yeah, the Final Fantasy 14 for me, I'm not crazy about super mechanic fighting and raids and stuff. So if you have to memorize this whole long string of things to do, I find that super annoying. And I know other people really love it.
Final Fantasy 14.
It is.
Yeah.
And that is not for me.
I kind of liked it. I'll never forget one time studying a raid fight because we were going to do it we were going to attempt it that night. And the raid leader had sent me all the mechanics. And I remember being at work during downtime studying it. And people being like, what are you preparing for? Is this something for college? I was like, no, it's a video game.
Right? That's not for me. I don't have the capacity anymore for that.
In Grand Reaper, they absolutely had to add to where people could pay to skip the first the first base game. It is.
Yep.
Awful.
Oh, and I paid. I paid.
Yeah, it's awful.
Like, please
In my
no.
opinion, I loved it the first time when it was new, when it was brand new content, and those little things were coming out in patches, and you know what I mean. But now to just have to sit down and grind your way through all those patches, man, is freaking brutal. Brutal.
Yeah, there's a lot of quests.
Oh my gosh, it's insane. That game could use, and I'm hoping with the new expansion, because they're kind of resetting the story, and I haven't looked too much into it, but I'm hoping they do a reset for the beginner experience too.
And I really was enjoying myself, other than the dungeons, really, until they changed my class, and then it just lost all appeal to me. I think what are they
Which
called? The
class was it?
conjurer,
The
whatever.
summoner? The
Summoner.
summoner, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
They changed a lot of classes. I'm not a big fan of the paladin in that game either. It used to be cool. but
Paladin's
not
a lot
Paladin
better
anymore.
now, though. I know an Endwalker Paladin got a lot better.
Do they got a heal? They got
Summoner. I mean, I didn't play either one of them, but people were raving about both those classes and the changes they
Oh,
made.
really?
In Endwalker.
Yeah, I
Okay.
don't like not having an actual pet. So the way they changed it from having pets, set types of pets that do certain things, that's what I'm used to. And they changed
Yeah.
it to doing a rotation of pets. So the pet is always temporary and you have to
yes.
do this whole rotation for your pets. I
Yes,
was not
yes.
liking that.
That game is very big on rotations.
Well, now,
Yeah.
and I think now you summon. Don't they actually summon like mini bosses, like miniature versions?
It's
of
the
bosses?
miniature version of the bosses, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
So that I guess that's what people got excited
which is
about.
kind of
But
lame. It's
Yeah.
kind of lame though, because in Final Fantasy 11, it looked like the boss. It wasn't a weird version of the boss. It was what the boss looked like when a summoner got it in Final Fantasy 11. And they would summon them, and people just stand around and watch it like it was a show because it was so freaking cool.
oh,
I didn't do it on.
who's the leader? Is that you, Nathan? We want
Yep.
we want to
Are you
invite
here? Oh,
Barlock.
Yep, he is here.
Yeah.
Gotcha, boot.
I got lucky when I started playing Final Fantasy 14 a few years ago because I timed it just perfectly for my pace that I played. That I started at the beginning and I got done with Shadowbringers right as Endwalker was coming out.
Oh, nice.
So I just played through the whole story all at once. But I will say, yeah, there's a lot of quests in that game. Like,
that's what I liked about it, actually. That's the one part I liked about it. Mm-hmm.
I loved it. The game made me cry multiple times.
Mhm.
Oh
especially
yeah, I dropped tears.
Shadowbringers and then Walker was, but yeah, I thought it was fantastic. Some of the best writing I've ever seen in a game. Definitely the best music I've ever heard in a game.
Oh yeah, best music.
It was good.
And I like the combat. I know a lot of WoW people will complain about it being a little slower. I didn't think so. It's got too many different buttons for me to mash, but that's true in a lot of MMOs for my slow brain these days. So
yeah, and big kudos to them for figuring out how to do 32 button ability, 32
On a
different
controller.
options on a controller.
Oh my gosh, I can't even
rave
imagine.
about how good that game plays on a
It works
controller.
really good, dude. People don't even know. There'll be people raiding in-game content with the controller.
Yeah.
Nobody even knows.
Oh, there's content creators
Wow.
that I know that are amazing players that do, the savage raids and all that stuff. And they're using
Yep.
controllers. And all.
My wife did. She refused to use the keyboard and mouse. She had mastered it.
That rating in that game at the end game, it humbled me unlike any other rating I've
Oh
ever
yeah,
done.
dude.
It's
Oh, yeah.
crazy.
It gets hard as crap.
Mm-hmm. I felt dumb. Just
yeah,
trying
made me
to
feel
do
real
it.
dumb.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I was supposed to do what? And then the whole raid's mad at you because you didn't do your like 6th thing you were supposed to do. It's like awful.
And they're really nice as a
They are.
community.
Yeah.
I mean, for the most part. I mean, in WoW, if that was happening, oh my god.
Oh,
yeah, they were
That's
kinky,
crap
yeah.
I would have heard.
Forget about it. Oh, we got a pet.
Though they're not as open about it, but you still get, like you said, if you're failing on some high end.
Yeah.
I wasn't in one of those kind of free companies or whatever. Mine was pretty casual, so. And you don't really raid with like your guild in that game as much. It's more about the statics and stuff. It's kind of interesting, which is kind of cool. I like that you're not automatically assumed you're going to raid with your. You could be in a free company just because of the social aspect.
I liked that healers could do damage, but I didn't like that they were expected to always be upkeeping damage and keeping everybody alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've never really played healers much in games, but I played a white mage in there some, and I really liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
Michael Gillard is asking, are we all hyped for Monsters and Memories?
Heck yeah. Heck yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
It is definitely a very unique take on their EverQuest love of the genre, and I'm super there for it. I love it.
Yeah, I was saying the other day that might finally be the game that I never play EverQuest again because it will fill.
It'll scratch that itch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
We'll see. I mean, we've said that a lot.
Yeah, true.
What was that piece, Don?
What is the expected time for when it's coming out? There's no
Oh,
talking
there's
about
There isn't
release
one.
date.
there's
There
no
isn't.
yeah, yeah,
What
They're
about
not
a
even considering this pre-alpha. It's
Mm-mm.
right?
considered early
It's just a
concept.
test,
not even proof
press
of
test.
concept.
Right. They're trying to make their proof of concept at this point.
Yeah, they're making it. Yeah, this
Yeah.
is them developing the proof of concept.
Yeah, it's been a
It's
couple
just
years, I
Pre-proof
think.
of concept.
this early in, and they still have more to show than some other that remain nameless right now,
I know.
and slow their progress has been.
I know.
Yeah,
Well,
they've made major progress.
they're an experienced veteran
Very
group of
experienced,
game
yes.
makers. They're very organized. They're very, dedicated, and they're executing really well.
Very
Yeah.
specific goals they're trying to hit and hitting.
Realistic.
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're doing really well.
I was trying to explain to somebody earlier and comparing it to like the difference in like independent filmmakers versus big studios, and you can make a great independent movie on a very small budget, but you have to know your limitations. You have to work within that and
Yeah.
ride around
Right.
that and all of
Right.
that thing. Find the cheaper talent, and everything else, and it can be done. But
It's
you
a
have to
different
do it
skill
right.
set. It's almost like it's a different art form when you're doing it on a lower budget or with a smaller team than it would be for it's just a completely different skill set. And to prove that, you see a lot of the times, not just in video games but in all industries, where somebody starts small and as the company grows, that CEO has to step down because it's scaled up to a point they don't have that skill set, right?
Mm.
They have the skill set for the smaller, and a lot of big CEOs that run big companies, they come out of retirement, they'll try to run a smaller company and they run it in the ground because it's a completely different set of skills.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense.
That one I failed the feign. I might not got an XP on that one.
You deserve a little XP now and again for all this pulling.
No, it didn't give me any.
Oh.
Give me some. It gave me some faction. That's how I.
Oh, okay.
Valeria says the Monsters and Memories has a dead Reddit presence.
Yeah, they don't seem like a crowd that would be heavy on the Reddit. They're older, like we are.
Older people that are over the drama, I think, is probably
Of
why.
Reddit,
But
yeah.
that'll change over time as it gets closer.
Maybe when they get a community manager, that's more into all the different social media things.
Yeah. Yeah, I personally hate Reddit. I hate it.
I just don't go there. It's
I'm too
so
old for
hateful.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, too hateful.
I like my, physical material dungeon magazine.
Yeah.
I miss those Prima guides, man. Those were so awesome.
Dude, that'd be cool if Monsters and Memories released a monthly
Yes.
magazine that
I
looked
would
like
be-
it's old school.
Oh man.
I would be the first to subscribe.
Oh, I would too. I go nuts about it.
That's a good idea. You should tell Zucan about it.
Zucan?
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah, I'm too old for Reddit, and
Wouldn't
I'm
it,
too young
Gus?
for Facebook.
Yeah.
Facebook has turned into older than me.
Yeah, they definitely need their own magazine.
And Twitter's just
Damn, I failed 2 failed feigns in like the last 2 minutes. This is ridiculous.
what's up with Twitter changing to X, but you still go to twitter.com?
I
Oh,
don't
What's
know.
going on
That's
here?
so dumb. I don't
I
know.
don't understand that.
A
It's
genius
so
of
confusing.
Ellen. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't even use it anymore for anything. I used to use it to check like injury status on players in the NFL. Now it's not. You can't. It's worthless. I have no value to even. I uninstalled it on my phone, and I don't really see a reason to even have it anymore.
See,
I
never
have
used
to
it Twitter.
start over on
I only
all
use it
my
to try to get ahead of the news curve on certain things, but now everything up there is just BS. It's like all fake, so it's just like totally worthless. So yeah.
Well, I just post when I'm going live on there. That's about it, really.
Right, and I'm not somebody who ever posts on it, so
Yeah.
yeah, I can still see where I guess it has value to people to let people, especially like
Yeah.
in that case. And
I lost all
Yeah.
my followers on Twitter. They're gone. It's down to 0.
How come?
All
Why
because
not?
I accidentally, normally I don't have to log in Twitter. You know what I mean? I just go to Twitter. I'm already logged in. And on my phone too. So, it randomly I wasn't logged in, And so I tried to log in. I thought maybe I used my Google account, you know? I don't know. Maybe. So I clicked my Google account, realized I was making a new account, and that's not what I want to do. So I backed out, and it was like, you're banned for trying to, I don't know, trying to make a new account. And so, I don't know, but I got banned. They
Weird.
unbanned me, but I have no followers. All my followers are gone.
Oh.
So I'm just, I don't know if they fix it, I'll be back. But if they don't, I'm not starting over. I'm too old to start
Another
over.
failed feign. Oh my god, what's going on?
Life of Ryan, thanks for the
I
super
get
chat.
cursed or
First super chat of the night.
Woo!
He says, I hope your family and friends all had a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Did definitely
Same to
did.
you, chat.
Yep.
Bring on Christmas. Also, when's the next retro game night? Tomorrow night. I didn't want to.
Ooh.
Well, actually, I was going to do it Wednesday night, like I normally do, but it was the night before Thanksgiving. My wife was like stressing out. You know, she had a headache. She had a migraine. She
Probably.
had to work.
He probably
she
was.
stressing out about getting stuff ready. And I was like, you know what? I'm not going to stream. I'm just going to help my wife out. Let her take a little breather.
Oh, I'll let him
you
know,
know.
Des.
That's good.
So, Nathan, Des just
Yeah.
went and checked your Twitter. And you must be
Okay.
logging into the wrong account because he says you have all your followers. He just checked. So,
It must be only on my end then, maybe. It said there would be. I got an email saying there would be glitches, but yeah, if I'm on. Oh, I am on the wrong one.
Agree, too.
I
Thank you,
am on
Des.
the wrong one.
Ooh,
Thank you, Des.
two.
Thank you. Never mind. My bad. It's not broke.
That's good
Oh,
though.
I just
Alter
am
ego.
still logged into the wrong one.
It's your wife.
Well, hopefully I
I
don't
don't
get
know.
banned again for the same thing for logging in. No, it's mine. I just accidentally made a new one,
Oh, okay.
and I didn't even mean to. I didn't even mean to make a new one. I was
I
just
did
trying
that
to log
too.
in.
There's this like a Sparrow 6 out there or something
Yeah,
because
this one's
yeah.
Nathan Napalm 674 or something.
Yeah, I did that too somehow.
See, I'm too old. I'm just too old.
Yeah,
man.
we'll just
I'm
hurt
an idiot.
ourselves.
We'll just hurt ourselves.
Yeah.
It's true.
The paper cuts all
Yeah.
over.
Yeah. I think I
And I'm-
deleted the one I made, the extra one, but you never know.
I'm always doing stuff to embarrass myself. Actually, get this. When I was in kindergarten, we finger painted, right? And up
Mhm.
until that point, I hadn't done much art, right? Like, that was my first introduction to doing some art, right? So we finger painted, and I didn't know what happened when you made a piece of little kid art. I didn't know what would happen. So I just thought it would be funny to finger paint a big butt pooping in a toilet.
Oh,
Okay.
gosh. It started in
So-
kindergarten, guys. We just
Yeah.
lore
Oh,
revealed.
there.
So I don't know how good this painting was, okay?
Yeah.
But I thought it looked exactly like what I was going for. Okay?
Realistic,
Who knows what it
yeah.
actually looked like?
Realism.
So I didn't realize that they were going to send this painting to my parents, and they did. And my parents
Oh,
didn't
no.
know what it was, and it was hanging up. My parents took it and got it framed and hung it up in the living room.
Oh no.
And I'm just looking at it like, oh my gosh, this is a painting that if they knew what it was, they'd probably be mad because it's a giant buttocks squirting poop into a toilet.
They didn't ask you, what is this? Usually parents find a nice way to
They
be like, what is
probably-
it?
They probably did, but I'm sure I lied. Yeah, I'm sure I lied. No, it's a dragon. It's a dragon.
It's a
Nora.
dragon.
Oh,
Brown flame.
brown dragon.
So for a solid year in our living room was
Oh
a
my
giant
gosh.
painting that I made of
What?
a buttocks pooping in a toilet.
Oh,
Do you ever go back and tell your parents these stories?
Some of them I do. I just now remember that one. That one just came back to me. I'll tell them about
where,
it.
where is that picture?
I don't know, but it
Aw.
wouldn't shock me if they still have it. If they do, I will try to get it. They
That
will
is so funny.
Oh, that's classic.
Where the cringe began.
Yeah. But that they had it
Framed.
framed and on the wall.
It was hanging
The
up,
mic
and it was
slapped
upside
the
down.
floor.
It was upside down. I remember that too. Like they had it upside down.
Wow. The original Picasso.
The cringe cornerstone.
Yes. Yeah.
Cringe
Junior says
Picasso.
he's having lag. That's why I'm not talking.
Oh.
I'm missing a lot of information. He says.
Like on Discord lag?
Must be.
That's odd.
Yeah, he said yes.
Huh. I've never had lag on Discord. I've had it like cut in and out, but Interesting.
I tried to talk my daughter into joining her school has a D&D group. Tried to talk her into joining it, and she told me no because the teacher's weird, right? And I was like, well, what's wrong with the teacher? And she
Right.
was like, he came in the room because he needed help with something, and he asked for a boy, and a couple of
Oh,
girls
that's
raised
right,
their hand. He
Des.
said, no, I feel weird around girls.
Oh.
Oh.
What?
That's not
That's what the
good.
teacher said?
You shouldn't have said
That's
that,
That's
even
what
if
she
it's
said.
true.
That's what she said. I was like, oh
Whoa.
my gosh. This is...
Dude, you
I was
shouldn't
like,
be a
okay,
teacher then.
Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe you shouldn't be on the D&D
I'll say
team
I'm
then.
worried
Never
about
mind.
the boys right now. Is what I'm worried
Oh,
about.
yeah. Like, dude.
Why is he?
Hmm.
Fanico, thanks for the super chat. P99 for the win. Let's hit that goal.
Woohoo!
Hey, Des, are you advertising your thing that's in like a week? I think it's a week. Don't want to speak out of turn.
Every time we hit goal, a little cringe gets his wings. Little baby cringe out there drawing butts, pooping in toilets. Right now.
That's
Aw,
right.
that's
a
so
great story.
sweet.
See what parents do for their children. They frame their art.
Right. So, you know how December 1st is the NDA is kind of dropping for Pantheon.
Yep.
Des is putting on with the P+U. So I think that'll be on the Twitch channel, the Pantheon Plus Twitch channel. Kind of like a
Which is a
Ask Me
Friday.
Anything. It's on a Friday. Ask Me Anything. We'll be hopping on there right after our P99 stream, Nathan and myself, to
Yep.
answer any questions people have. But he's going to be starting it at what? I think it's 7 Eastern.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I mean, we might. Nah, that would be too chaotic. But yeah, me and Sparrow are gonna hop on there as soon as P99 is over. We may end P99 a little early
a
next
smidge
Friday,
early.
just so we can,
Yeah.
Yeah, just so we can hop on there and.
Yeah. I
I've
think
got
it's a
video
cool
I've been
idea.
working ferociously on for December 1st too. It's gonna be really good, really good.
Nice. I love that the community is going to be able to get really creative now and just freely be able to speak about it and not worry, even if we can't
It's
show
gonna
things.
be odd.
Yeah.
It's gonna be odd to turn off that filter and say, "Oh, I can answer anything you ask now."
Yeah. And I think it was today that Des just put out a video showing some footage that he was allowed to put out, like some actual pre-alpha right now
I've
footage.
got one in the works too. He got
Do
one
you?
approved.
I think so. Yeah, I
I've
think
got
that was
one.
today.
It's supposed to get approved by tomorrow.
Very cool. Like, see, that's what I mean. There's just going to be really creative things.
Yeah. The NDA is lifting. The
Yep.
NDA is lifting. This is step one. This is just step one. It will continue to. Uh-oh. We gonna be good?
What? What's wrong?
There's a lot of knolls piled in. Faith says I
Should've been
can't stop
respawn
laughing about
that
the
in.
frame poop butt picture.
Oh, another
It's
one.
gonna have to auction it off. I'd hang it upside
Right.
down proudly.
Which one we want, Nathan? I'll just assist
Okay, I'm on
you.
the Tesh Moss one right in front of you.
Okay.
Sparrow.
I got 2 of them I pulled away over here. Do I need to grab another one?
How's your health looking, Peace? You good?
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
I'm good. No casters, so. And earlier, one of them had Tashini on me, so that's why
Did
they
he
were
die?
nailing me with the spells.
Okay, I'm getting on this one that's on his pet.
Oh, okay.
I didn't even see what happened to the other one. I looked away and looked back. He was gone. I'm assuming he died.
I knew respawn was about to happen. I was like,
There we go. Under control.
how's mana?
See, Des has the answers. He answered your question, Bounty.
Hey guys, I've got to drop out and go get the wife from the store, so I'm gonna buff you guys up before I leave.
Sweet.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you,
Go
man.
here when I get back. I'll buff you again.
All right, man.
Tell the missus we said hi. I know
Oh,
no frogs were injured in this stream.
we may have a shaman join us as well next week.
Ooh.
Gibo's been leveling up
I did hear that.
great velocity.
Velocity. I keep
Oh.
hearing that word.
I don't know why I use that word. I never do. I found out some crazy information, guys.
Mm.
That Sparrow, you're gonna be really happy to hear this.
Ooh.
You know that thing that people say, we've talked about, I think, on a live stream at one point, that like in your lifespan you eat 20 spiders. Or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
That actually is not true. Not to say it could not happen, but it's outrageously unlikely a spider would ever crawl in your mouth
Mm-hmm.
because of the way that they work. The little hairs on their legs feel vibration, and that makes them uncomfortable. You're breathing out of because when you go to sleep, a lot of times, even if you have your mouth shut, there's still quite a bit happening. Obviously, if your mouth shut, you couldn't crawl in. If it is open, and that means you're breathing out of it, which means he wouldn't want to crawl in there.
I've never believed that anyway. Has
Turns out
anyone
it's
like
not
woken
true.
up and a spider be like in their mouth or halfway in their mouth or crawling on their face?
Now, I did eat spiders when I was a kid.
I mean,
On
they're probably
purpose, on
nutritious,
purpose.
but ew.
I did. My parents had to show me that movie Arachnophobia to make me quit
Oh.
because I liked it. It's not like, I would hunt them down and eat them. I thought they were delicious, I guess.
Well, I've now figure they taste like seafood because like
I do like
shrimp
crabs to
and
this
lobsters
day.
and crabs, they all just look like insects that live in the
It's
water.
probably similar.
It's
Yeah,
probably similar.
I do like crabs to this day. So,
There you go.
like that World of Warcraft classic quest where it turns out the crab cakes are made out of spider legs.
Des is
One crawl in
woken
my
up.
face too.
Oh,
That
Des
did
is
happen to me, Mr. C.
Des had one in his ear or on his ear, a wood
Oh!
spider, a huge wood spider in his
He
ear.
felt it.
Yes.
Did he feel it?
I'm
And then
assuming.
he had to pull it out. Oh.
That's
I
horrible.
had to peel one off my face one time. That was awful.
I just
When I
dinged.
was a kid, a spider crawled up. I seen it crawling up. You know how you be a kid and you're supposed to be asleep, but you ain't even close to tired. You just be literally laying there.
Mm-hmm.
That's what was happening. And I seen the spider. I looked down, and it was like on the quilt, crawling
Ugh.
up towards my face. And I was so paralyzed by fear that I just sat there. I
Oh.
didn't know what to do. I was afraid to scream. I thought maybe it would attack harder or something. I don't know. But I just sat there, and it crawled all the way over my face and
Oh.
then behind me. And then I jumped up and ran away.
Well, yeah, Des said he literally woke up randomly in the middle of the night and just like felt that something was wrong and waited for 5 minutes until it moved. He grabbed it off his ear and
Oh.
threw it toward his friend's bed.
Ding!
I
That
ding
is a
too.
terrifying story.
Yeah. Well, I have one that's not terrifying, but well, I guess it was to our littlest. She was, I don't know, maybe 3 or 4 or something like that. And she kept saying she was seeing a spider in her bed, and I turned the lights on and say, honey, there's no spider. You're not seeing anything. You're just imagining it, right? I go in another time and I literally take the blankets and start shaking them out to show her. And sure enough, a friggin' spider falls out. She's like, say, there was a spider. Like, oh my gosh, I felt like an
my
idiot.
Gosh.
But it was tiny, thank goodness. It wasn't like
Oh,
some freaky spider, but I felt like a tool. Telling her there's no spider.
And then there really was.
There really
one.
was. Because I did look, but I didn't see one. I had to shake out
One time I was gonna play a joke on my daughter,
it.
and so like nobody knew I was even downstairs. So I went ahead and I realized nobody knew I was down there. So it's perfect little setup. Which, by the way, we scare each other in our family all the time. It's a
It's a
very
thing.
normal thing that we scare each other. So I
I
crawled
would
in her
be shocked
closet.
here otherwise.
I crawled in her closet and shut the door. Okay. Problem was
Oh,
my
no.
wife decided to not go to bed at the normal time. So I was in there a really long time, right? Like it was getting hot in there. I was thinking about just calling the whole thing off, but when I get really warm, I fall asleep. And
Okay.
so I fell asleep, okay? And I woke up to my wife screaming, and it turns out that my daughter had said she heard it was me snoring, a monster in her closet. And she had come in and been like, there's no monster in here.
Oh my
you know,
god.
And she was like, just check the closet.
Oh
and
my
when
God.
she opened the closet, I was in there. I scared the crap out of her because she wasn't expecting somebody to be in there.
So, well, you did mean to scare her, just that.
Scared me because she screamed and that woke me up and scared the crap out of me. I was the scared one.
You were committed to this.
Yeah.
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 Wow, the long game.
Yeah.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
and then I came out of the
Oh.
closet. That's right, Mr.
It
C.
came across,
I have
yeah.
a weird spider story, though. I've never had these other stories I'm talking about. This one's really weird, and I swear to God it's true. When I was a little kid, I had a nightmare one time when I was stuck in a spider web. You know, like a spider, like in a giant spider web.
Yeah, I
And
think
I
so,
woke
Mr.
up
C.
and I was in my closet, tangled up in kite string. Don't know how that happened.
Whoa.
Don't
Like
know.
sleepwalking?
I was bad about sleepwalking when I was younger. I was bad about doing that.
But
when I
you
was
dreamed the spider was wrapping you up?
Well, that I was stuck in the web and they were coming. And I was
Oh.
trying to
Right.
get away from them, you know, before they
Wow.
got there.
Oh,
And I
that's
woke up
creepy.
and I was in my closet with kite string all tangled all up.
Oh, that's creepy.
Our youngest did
I
some
told my mom the
sleepwalking.
next day and she didn't, I don't think she believed me. And I told her, I don't know why I did that. I don't know how that happened.
Thankfully,
Maybe-
she stopped.
Maybe it was alien abduction.
Right.
By spiders.
Alien spider.
Well, I
Alien
could see
spiders.
aliens being like spiders, yeah, you know, like
Yeah.
Starship Trooper, you know.
Hey, Raish, good to see you.
Yeah, for anybody that doesn't like to, I see people
Yep,
talking about the weird
P99
UI for
going on.
YouTube live streaming. If you don't like it, that's why
Hope you
I
had a happy
always put the
Thanksgiving.
chat on there, and we're at low latency, so you're reading it only a couple of seconds after people post it on the live stream, on the little chat in the right bottom. That's why I do that, because I know a lot of people like to full screen the stream, but they want to see what chat's saying.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I do that.
Yeah.
And for documentation too, because a lot of times I'll go back and watch my streams and I notice people saying stuff that while I was live I missed it.
Yeah, I did notice that the one, every once in a while, the one on your screen will freeze and do like a weird lag thing, and then
Yeah,
all of
and
a
then it
sudden it'll
suddenly
post
catch
it.
up.
Yeah.
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 Is that
is annoying.
Streamlabs
Yeah,
doing
sometimes
that?
Yeah,
Sometimes it gives me an
Streamlabs.
error when I type in something and hit enter and they'll say try again and I have to wait a minute.
Yeah.
Probably because I'm typing in too many comments.
Yeah, good call, Junior. Everybody hit that like button like it owes you money. Please, please, please. Helps a ton.
Yep. Gets it out there that we're live.
Yep.
I am thinking about, Drax said he'd show me how to set up my Twitch and my, like, do the multi-stream. I don't know if that's a
Yeah.
good idea, but, you know, I have some followers on Twitch and then some followers on YouTube. I'm already kind of splitting my base, so I wonder if I should just stream
Yeah.
on it both.
Wouldn't hurt.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm worried it might. Like, if I'm trying to get folks to watch on YouTube because I need the watch hours, then it's like, I don't know if I should just open it up on Twitch. But there are people that prefer to watch on Twitch, so like, I might do it.
We're trying.
Yeah.
Seeing how it goes.
Yeah.
I did the kick for a while, but I just decided I didn't want to be on kick. To be honest, it's a little too adult.
Risque.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just got sick of
Huh.
every time I logged in seeing Amaranth's booty hole,
Ah.
And then I would
Oh.
forget, because when you stream sometimes
You're on both,
done,
Mr. C?
You're like
I
hungry,
didn't
you
realize
gotta
that.
use the bathroom, so you just get up and walk away,
Yeah, that's true,
And-
Mr. C.
Kick would just be sitting there, and I would come back and be like, oh my gosh. Like, if my kids would have walked in, I would have been embarrassed, you know?
Right.
They would have thought, oh, that's what Dad does up here all day, I see.
Well, you already have a Twitch channel. You could just do on that. It doesn't take much to get to, what is it, affiliate? Not you'd
Yeah,
get
I've
there
already got
probably in
quite
a
few
week.
Followers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just need to stream, I
but
think, 3
the problem-
times.
I think the main reason I don't do Twitch is because it doesn't feel fair to my members and etc. on YouTube, right?
Oh, okay, Mr. C, I see.
Because then I'd have another platform that I'm
Mhm.
asking people to come subscribe. You see what I'm
Right.
saying? That costs money to feel like they're supporting me when really that's not necessary. It just
you might get both of
feels it feels pay to win, not pay to win, but it feels cash shoppy. It feels I don't know, it just doesn't feel good. And then all the rules Twitch has once I did get affiliated where I wouldn't be allowed to talk to YouTube. And it's like that's my base though, right? So
Right. That's true. Where are you at?
I just can't do it. Because even if I got affiliated, I wouldn't be able to follow the rules, so I wouldn't get paid anyway. And I really feel like YouTube's way more fair on pay. Not only do they give you a larger percentage, but they also, if you make more money, then they make sure more people know about you, right?
Yeah.
It's a good relationship. Like, you pay YouTube your little 30%, but they take care of you for doing that, you know?
If you're a bigger streamer.
50%, they don't do nothing.
Right. But you can on
I
Twitch.
would consider myself a big streamer. You talking about? Wait. Maybe I misunderstood that. Say that again.
Okay, so like so far, I can't make anything. It's been 2 years on YouTube because I haven't met their criteria. On Twitch, I started earning within a month.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So as a new streamer, it's a lot easier on Twitch. But I can see what you're saying. As somebody who's gotten, say, the 1,000 subs and the 4,000 watch hours, that would be awesome. Like that they're giving you more and getting you out there, and that'd be fantastic. But that's not my experience.
It's harder to get to that point on YouTube. It's harder to get there. But once you're there, you're treated better.
Sure.
Whereas on Twitch, it's easier to get there, but they don't treat you as good. Not saying they treat you like crap, but I think they could do more. That's all I'm saying.
Maybe.
I think they could do a little more.
I think they're trying, like allowing you to multi-stream now. That's huge. And that was only like a month ago. And really the only restriction I've heard of is that you can't have your YouTube chat up on your screen while you're on Twitch. I think that's really the only big
That'd be a
problem.
disservice to my people. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
That one small, which I understand why they're doing it, but I just wish they would open up a little more and realize that, like, the real reason some people watch
nice,
on
Mr.
YouTube
C.
versus people
The watch hours is hard to get.
Is UI differences or that's where the content creators are, and that's it. Like, it's not a normal competition like Ford versus Chevrolet, right? Like, it is an actual. Like, they could just open it up and it would be fine. Nobody would lose any money, in my opinion.
Yeah, Des, I'm really close to getting my community stuff opened up. That's what I want the watch hours for.
It can be higher on YouTube. They actually support 4K. But I don't use it because I don't have a good enough internet. I live in Wisconsin. We ain't got that fancy internet here yet.
Congrats, Mr. C. That's awesome. The Baldur's Gate stuff, that was hot when it was out.
But the UI for Twitch is better. I agree.
Yes, very much so. Much more easy to use, straightforward.
But I believe YouTube will get there, though. I think over time, they'll get there.
Even if they just had some presets or something, like I'm going to play this game or whatever suits you, but some preset stuff would be awesome.
Agreed, 100%.
Yeah. Am I on the wrong mob? Oh, you're over there.
Is anybody else about to ding?
I dinged right before you.
Oh, grats. I don't know if I caught that or not.
Yeah, we were all chatting. It was kind of in the midst. Yeah, I'm 35 now.
Oh, quality with lower bit rate. I've heard that, Zucan, yeah.
Yeah, that's the nice thing about YouTube is even if your video doesn't do well right away, it can do well after.
On YouTube, you kind of pick, right? And I've recently, over the past couple of months, decided to go with the lower latency, which means you guys are seeing it more real time. I think it's always that way on Twitch, but I can up my bit rate a bunch and make the quality of the video look way better if there's more latency. I just have lately chosen not to because it seems like the chat, like before, chat would say something and whatever they're talking about happened to me 15 seconds ago. So I would be confused and I would look over and be like, I don't even know what they're referring to. I don't remember what happened 15 seconds ago, you know?
Sure.
It sounds really dumb, but when you're streaming like 15 seconds, you've moved on. Like you don't even remember what you were doing. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Twitch is very snappy, the interaction is better on Twitch,
snappy.
Mr. C was saying he had a video that didn't do well, like right off the hop, but later on when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, it did really well. That's an awesome thing about YouTube people don't always understand is that even if you have a video that doesn't do well right away, YouTube will push it out if it sees a place for it, even weeks later.
Or even years later. I'll
Yeah,
randomly
sure,
have
I've heard of
like
it.
my D&D adventure just blew up again all of a sudden out of nowhere. Not too long ago, and got a bunch of views again. That's
cool.
old. That's like 2
Yeah.
years, 3 years old.
Yeah, if they see a market for your stuff, they will push it. It works. The algorithm works.
Yep. That's what Twitch could do a better job with algorithms, and YouTube could do a better job with their live stream tools.
And community tools, I think.
Yeah.
Making streaming more fun.
A better theater mode. Yeah, I agree with that. Ding32 Junior says.
Grats.
There's like a Bermuda Triangle somewhere in here. Every once in a while, I grab a mob and they just vanish.
Yeah.
I think that was a thing back in the day too. I think this has always been a thing in this dungeon.
Yeah, I think so too, Des. If YouTube improves, I think everybody would leave Twitch for it, because even partners, their streams are gone after, is it 2 weeks for them too, or is it a month? You know, YouTube's forever.
Well, it's not long.
Unless you delete
YouTube,
it.
It's always there.
You know, your work isn't wasted.
Yeah, and the tools are getting really good about taking your live streams and cutting them to make to easier make them into shorter form videos, like I did with our Monsters and Memory stream today. So easy to do. As compared to Twitch, you have to literally get that entire file, save it, edit it. Whereas on YouTube, it's got tools built in to cut the sections you want and get just those pieces.
Oh, that's cool. I'll have to take a look at that. I haven't looked into it.
It's pretty good.
Hmm.
Yeah, Twitch algorithm is who has the most viewers, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mr. C. I wasn't sure. Thanks for
And most
confirming.
people go on Twitch using YouTube.
A month or
So
two,
it's
yeah.
like, you know, like they put their stuff on YouTube and then that gets people to come watch them on Twitch.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah, there's a ton of, it seems like a ton of content creators that create videos, you know, and don't live stream on YouTube and then, you know, send you to Twitch. That seems to be the norm, actually.
Yeah. I remember Asmongold saying one time, he said somebody was making fun of YouTube and he was like, guys, just so you know, I make more money on YouTube posting these streams than I do on Twitch. Like,
wow.
Which are basically just they're just clips or snippets of his live streams from Twitch. And he's got people working to edit those and make those and put those up all the time on YouTube, and that's how he like
that's
got
where
to
his
the
money
next
is.
level after.
That's his bread. It's his bread and butter.
It's kind of why I made the switch to YouTube. I really want that to be where I hang out.
Yeah. Yeah, I like YouTube. I like the setup where you can do community posts, and I like how you can add polls onto your YouTube, and I love responding to comments and checking my comments.
Yeah,
and seeing
me too.
what people are saying, and I love it. I actually really, really, really think YouTube is a great platform that is just going to get better. And, and also, I saw somebody in chat earlier talking about like YouTube's a little restrictive on, you know, getting demonetized, etc. They are, but then they're also not. They've kind of they just released a new update that allows more things to not be demonetized than it used to. So it's a back and forth game. To be honest, YouTube's just playing off of the societal norms. Okay, so if society says X is really bad, then YouTube will say, oh, it's really bad. And the reason is because YouTube, the company, Google owns it. They make all their money off of advertising, right? So if advertisers are like, oh, we're pulling out, right? Like, we're not going to advertise on your platform, that hurts them a lot. So they're really playing off of what the advertisers allow, which is based off of societal norms, because these companies don't actually care, right?
Right.
They don't give a crap.
It's all about what it's going to cost them, either through lawsuits or, like you're saying, ad revenue. In this case,
That's
exactly,
right.
It's the ad revenue.
Yeah. If you think these companies are out here fighting the good fight for humankind, like, they're not.
No, they're trying to make money.
They're just trying to make money. Of course they're a company. It's why they exist, to make money.
Well, it does have the benefit that you don't have to worry about seeing Amaranth's different parts that you don't want to see all the time on your screen. I mean, that stuff's not going to happen on YouTube. I mean, though she has videos on there, you know, she knows she has to be careful about what she shows.
And twerking is allowed now on YouTube.
Oh yeah, there's a lot allowed on
Hmm.
YouTube. There's a
So
lot.
get ready for Cringe Pony Christmas special.
Oh, I'm looking forward to
I'm
that.
joking. I'm
That's
joking.
gonna be
Nobody will come
awesome.
watch. I'm joking. Maybe.
don't know.
Maybe I'm joking. I don't know. I don't know if I am or not. You just have to come see.
You might have just thought of something, right? Like a new idea. Oh, twerking. That's allowed now.
Puppet twerking?
But, I actually got in trouble. I used to make puppet raps for the company I work for like fun little intros to like a seminar. They'd play like a funny little puppet rap I made for them. And I did have one twerking with SpongeBob, which, by the way, SpongeBob was twerking too.
Yeah, in the cartoon.
Yeah.
In the cartoon that was on Nickelodeon, but I got in trouble with HR and they made me change it.
Ooh.
I was like, come on.
Well, it was for
SpongeBob was
work.
twerking.
Yeah, but it's for work.
It's for work. But Nickelodeon children work. We're all grown-ups at work.
Yeah, but Mr.
Nickelodeon's for
Krabs,
children.
Mr. Krabs would not have let SpongeBob twerk at work.
Twerk at work. Gotta get a ring to it. Twerk at work.
Twerk at work.
Twerk at work day.
Is a perk.
Day, everybody.
Twerk at work is a perk.
Yeah, it's a privilege. It's a perk.
Yeah.
Don't make us take away twerk at work day.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
You
What
need
a-
a
oh.
twerking extra. Yeah, I need some. What I need is somebody who can actually like dance good, and is like maybe a gymnastic star, so they can do like all kinds of backflips and stuff like that. That has a similar body shape to mine, so I can use them as a double.
Stunt
for
double.
MMO cop, right? Yeah. There's nothing better than a stunt double taking over for a scene. That's my favorite thing in movies.
So you don't
Especially
like
it's
when
a
they do their
female,
own?
but I mean, it's impressive, but it's not as funny. Like, I like it when a woman, like in the movie, like say something crazy happens, she gets like tossed down some stairs, right?
Mhm.
But in the movie, it suddenly is obviously a man falling down the steps at that point.
Oh,
You know, I love it so
That's
much.
old
The
movies.
scene that comes to my mind is from Spaceballs when they're chasing the.
Yes.
When they turn around and they get their stunt doubles.
Yes.
The best part was a guy with a beard and a cigar.
Spaceballs.
Yeah, if you go back to some of them older movies, you can see it happen a lot.
Oh,
where
yeah.
If you look closely, you go, wait a minute.
If you guys want to see the most ultimate, if you're like me and you like to watch really cheesy movies, they're like real cheesy to the point where they weren't meant to be a comedy, but they are because they're so badly done. You've got to watch Full Moon Productions Werewolf. It's the ultimate. It has never been topped as far as the scene I just described to you of a woman falling down the steps is obviously a man. I literally was envisioning an exact scene from that where it's like a kind of a heavier set, like it was a little lady, right? But then suddenly when the werewolf like slashes her at the top of the steps, it switches to like a dude who obviously like works out, you know, like totally different body shape, like tumbling down the steps. But they weren't trying to be funny. It was meant to be legit.
That's crazy.
And it's hilarious. That movie is freaking hilarious. There was a whole actress in that movie that didn't even know English. They would just tell her exactly what to say and she'd repeat after them. People would change their facial hair and hair color in between like talking to somebody. It would like show them talking, cut to somebody else saying something back to them, then back to them. They've like grown a beard and they have a different color hair now. It is so bad. It's so bad that it's good. That's right.
You're selling this movie to me.
I'm assuming you were a big fan of that Mystery Science Theater back in the day.
Yes. I love that.
And they redid it too, I guess, with
I didn't see the redo.
I've seen a little bit of it. It doesn't have. I mean, it was funny, but it's not the same. You know, there was
Yeah,
a
what
certain
is good?
charm to the original. Was it Crow and Servo were the two robots? I think. But some of the movies they would show did all of that stuff. You know.
I wish there was a way to do a movie night and stream it, but it's illegal.
Yeah. There's
wish-
got to be some that you can though, especially those older ones. Maybe in your
You know what they
Discord.
could do? You know what they could do? They can allow it as long as you set up, like you have to go to the person who owns the movie, right? You go to their website, right?
Mhm.
And you set up the time and date for the stream, and everybody who wants to watch it pays $1.
Because I bet you
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 pay
could do
$1 to watch
something.
the movie with your streamer.
Do
Bam,
something in
you're
your
in.
Discord instead of on YouTube, like just for a community night or something. You might be able to do something like that.
I heard you can get banned on Discord, but I don't know if that's true. I heard
Oh.
that you could though.
Really?
I don't know if that's true. I don't know. That may not be true. We are gonna. I am totally gonna stream. They said I could, but they haven't worked out the final detail on the audio. But I am streaming Pantheon, but nothing showing but my face.
Right.
yeah?
Just talking
I
about
am
it.
gonna do
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. Ben Dean said
Now,
you could, but he
hopefully, I
wasn't
get a-
sure about the music.
Yeah, when
Or
sure about the
sound.
audio, yeah.
Yeah.
If he's gonna allow that or not, he hasn't decided yet. But also, we are trying to work out a bunch of your favorite streamers are working on trying to get times to stream outright, show the game, everything.
Yep. Yep.
And also, guys, I just want you guys to know something that you might know, you might not know. Joppa lurks, man. Joppa lurks.
He's a lurker.
Joppa's commented on stuff where I'm like, I can't. Oh no, I didn't. You weren't supposed to hear that. I was.
Oh.
He lurks, man. He said some things where I'm like, oh no.
He wouldn't lurk on
is.
mine. I'm too little. Joppa doesn't
An
know me.
invisible person just ran by us.
I can say what I
Joppa
will.
knows you.
Yeah, Joppa
Oh,
doesn't
Joppa
know me.
knows.
No, he doesn't.
He does. Oh, he does. They need to chill on the NDA nonsense. They already blew their entire PR. Yeah, I think they should too. I think this is a good time to just drop it. To be honest, I mean, I understand why
We are
they
fighting the
don't,
good
to be
fight,
honest.
Des. Especially
I
you
mean,
guys.
I can understand
You guys do awesome work.
why they're maybe doing it at the pace that they're doing, right? Where they're about to drop the verbal and then, slowly dropping their guard. And that's mainly just because they're old school developers, you know what I mean? Like, they got that old hat mentality, and it's just really weird to them. It's really weird for them to show all their cards on the table
Mm.
when all the cards aren't ready, you know?
Yeah, and I could
get
see
it.
Joppa
It's
being
scary.
very proud of what he makes and wanting it to be a certain way and being uncomfortable with putting it out before he feels it's ready, but
Yeah.
he's also
But
starting to
that's
see that's
development.
something he's got to do. Yeah. He's
Yeah,
getting
I think
there.
Monsters and Memories is helping them, to be honest. I think they're looking at that and
Maybe.
being like, yeah, that actually is a pretty good way to go.
And maybe Ember's being brave enough to come out. They did the hard
Yeah.
thing and came out before they wanted to because that's what they had to do. And then kicked butt the whole year.
Yeah. Gotta roll with them punches. Yeah, it's true.
You don't think what's mainly
I
Joppa?
agree with that. Some people are gonna make jokes about things that aren't ready, like right now, the most recent footage we got, for example. How many times do you think somebody comments that running animation looks stupid? Dude, I'll probably get that comment once every hour, if
Yeah.
not more than that. But that's okay. It's not done. Yeah, it does look stupid. They're not even wrong. It does, but it's not the final.
But it's pre-alpha.
animation. It needs work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it needs work. It's there. They needed one. They couldn't just float across the ground, right? They had to put an
Right.
animation in there.
Right.
Animation is like typically one of the last things you do.
Oh, Des doesn't think it's Joppa holding back the NDA. Maybe he
I
doesn't
don't
want
think it is either.
spoilers. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think it's Joppa.
Yeah.
either.
I think he would spill a lot more beans if he could.
Oh yeah, Joppa's
Yeah.
been known to say
Drop a
things he wasn't
few.
supposed to say.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, I think if it was up to Joppa, we would have dropped the NDA a long time ago. Joppa just takes the blame for everything right now because he's the head man.
He's a face of it.
He's the
Yep.
face of it, so he takes all the blame.
Yep.
Just like when you work at McDonald's and you're the person standing there and the person comes back and you forgot their straws and somebody spit in their sandwich. You didn't do it, but guess what? You're taking all the heat for it.
Yeah. Yeah, Joppa loves spilling beans. He loves seeing everybody excited for what's coming and yep. Well, since my last ding, I think the XP has slowed down a little bit from what it was before. So at 35, it's starting to get a little slower.
Will Pantheon actually come out? I believe there
Yes.
is a much higher chance it will than it won't. And let me explain a couple of things. They're not getting rich. Go ahead and that's a lie. They're not. They're not getting rich. They're barely making enough salary to live off of. A lot of them have to work other jobs. It still is mostly a passion project. And their faces are all over the project. These people don't want to be screwed, right? If they don't release Pantheon, they'll become another Ponytail Man.
Yeah. Yes.
And they do not, definitely, that's the last thing they would want. It's not like they're getting rich right now, and who cares? I'm rich now, right? That's not what's happening. It was never that way. They always had it set up for there to be very specific funding to make sure they had enough money to make it to launch. And we don't hire anybody until we have enough money to pay their salary until whatever magical day it is that they internally believe they'll launch by. So, yes, I believe it will come out.
Yeah, and I think
And
a lot of
if
people.
it doesn't, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I think a lot of people forget that Joppa was there from pretty early on and was friends with Brad, and there is a lot of emotional pressure as well to get this done. He's not just going to walk away and be like, well, it didn't work out. Like, that would be really difficult for him. So they're not just going to give up on it. This thing's going to come out. Is it going to be the perfect thing? Maybe not.
Maybe not.
But
That's
it'll
what I
come
was
out.
going to say. The real question is, what state will it be in when it comes out? That's the concern.
Right.
That's the only concern.
Yeah. Because they might have to do an Embers and come out before it's ready.
They might.
They might.
And I think wasn't it the last public
The
stream
QA.
they did, the Q&A, where I think Savannah said something, like, hey, even if we were to run out of money, half these people would stick around to finish this thing.
They would, yeah.
That's what they
Yeah.
really believe.
They're invested. That's why I believe it'll come out.
Yeah. The Embers way is what we want. Yeah, I think more people just want to be able to see the vision for themselves, play it, because playing is believing. Playing really is believing. Like, it's impossible for me, no matter how mad I might be at Pantheon, to log in, get in a group and play and not be smiling ear to ear. Like, it's actually impossible. So they've gotten a lot right that is very hard to do.
And it's hard to stream an MMO and show how fun it is. You people watching us play p99 that haven't played it themselves are going to think we're nuts. How can you play this old game? Because playing is believing, not just seeing.
Yeah.
MMOs are slower. You have to play it to feel it.
Or already know.
Yeah. The nostalgia. Yep.
Is 247 up? I couldn't log in this morning. Yes. Now sometimes they have to bring the servers down for a patch or refresh the servers. I don't know, whatever it is they're doing. But yeah, it's not the extraction mode 247, but pre-alpha players can play the game anytime. There are disruptions sometimes.
Yeah,
but
of course. Patches and stuff happen, but it's up all the time when it's not being patched. Yep. And they're posting patch notes and everything else. It's looking good. And soon we can talk about it.
Good. Yep.
Yeah, and one thing I admitted that since I've gotten in and played, since VIPs have been allowed, and I got to play in the new graphics other than just seeing them because I did not hop into 247. That was just, I didn't want to. So now that I've actually gotten in and played the MMO in the new graphics, I will admit it grew on me just because playing the game is fun enough. I kind of figured that would happen, but now I can confirm. Yeah, they grow on you. It doesn't matter if they're not your favorite graphics. If you like the game and the gameplay, it just grows on you anyway.
Yeah. Agreed. It's come a long way since the last thing they've shown too.
Look at what we're playing tonight. Look at
Right.
these wonderful graphics. I love them.
I do too.
I love this game.
Yeah, Mr. C makes a good point. If Kyle Olson ever leaves VR, I'd be really worried. Absolutely. I mean, he's the head thing behind all the network coding and everything. That would be horrible.
Devastating.
Yeah.
They would recover though.
They would, but it would be devastating.
We have Steve
It would be
over.
devastating.
He would take over and make this game awesome.
Yes, but wouldn't you also be looking at refactors and stuff? Because that's how programmers do it.
Baby.
Yeah.
5 more years.
Like, programmers going to be like, this
awesome.
is crap. I need to refactor this and refactor that.
He would just
Oh,
copy
what
and paste
happened?
p99 code and it would be awesome.
It would not.
He owns the code.
Oh, I doubt that's true.
He's got a copy in the cloud somewhere.
He's got it.
I have a
Hey, what's up,
copy here.
NASCAR? Where's the cringe pony extraction mode? You didn't notice? That already happened. It extracted. It's not been streamed in months. It extracted. It's coming back on
Yeah.
the 23rd of December.
Is that re-extracted? I don't know.
It's re-extracting. Yeah, I think that's right. Reverse extraction.
Yeah, factor this, factor that. I'm factoring all over the place. Exactly. Yeah, we do not want Kyle to leave. Be nice to Kyle.
Ah,
Bounty.
have to be.
Yes, you have to be.
And imagine the devastation if the project didn't have Ronix's hair. Imagine.
Isn't that the
Just
human male's
imagine.
hair? I think it is.
I feel like it. But it doesn't capture the beauty.
The
yet.
the luster.
Yeah, it's got a little bit to go.
Yeah. That's some hair.
Once again, there's something I want to say. We gotta wait though. We gotta wait just a few more days. We're almost there.
Almost there. I know. What are we at? How far away is it? 24th?
6 days.
Yeah.
Yeah, a week from today.
A week from today, yeah.
Exactly on Friday of next week. And I'm releasing an epic video on December 1st, guys. I mean, I've been working on it this whole time. It's gonna be great.
Be there with bells on watching it. You should make it a premiere. If you have it done beforehand.
Ooh, maybe I will make it. a
Yeah.
premiere.
And then you can chat during it and make it a thing.
Yeah. Good idea.
Yeah.
Haven't played Pantheon in like a year. Is it gonna wow me now? I think so. Yeah, I think so.
Why do you think so?
Just,
Like they played it
it's
a year
hard to
ago.
say, but like if you haven't played in a whole year, it's a lot has changed. There's a lot of new things. There's lots of you're gonna be shocked. I think it's also I think just by adding more classes like the Paladin going in, the Warrior about to hit, I think that adds a lot to the anytime you get in a group with that class, it feels different. And not to mention just the world is different. You just it's hard to say much, but
Yeah, I
they've
get
done a
it.
lot.
I guess I would be more tempered is all I'll say. I would be like, well, things have changed, but would you be excited? And would it be, I don't know. That's pretty personal of what you're going to like. So I don't know. Because there was a lot of stuff happened this year that they were focused kind of on other things with the 247 and all that.
Yeah, but I still feel like the progress of the world was so great that like if you played a year ago, you're going to be really happy with where how much is. It's so hard. I can't.
I
hardly
know,
say
it's
anything.
hard. I know.
But I believe yes. I believe 100%. Like I logged in and was so joyful. I had so much fun. I didn't want to quit.
Yeah.
And I had more fun than I've had in a long time. Not to say I've never had more fun than Pantheon, but close. And nothing like crazy happened. We just played the game.
Well, that's what I guess I'm trying to say is nothing crazy is that drastically different than I'd be like, oh yeah, you gotta try this, right? But I would say
there are.
Yeah?
There's some really cool places that didn't exist before that are really cool now.
for a year ago.
But on the other
Yeah.
side of that coin, there's also places that
Did
aren't
exist.
there. That did exist that aren't
Yeah.
there.
Right.
That's also very. If you played a year and a half ago, you
Yeah.
might
Yeah, maybe.
go,
And Des
"Ah."
pointed out there, crafting. They have discussed that there's crafting if you're into
A
that.
lot of it, yeah. A lot of that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's hard for us to
And
have
we
it
can say
honest.
this because they talked about it on the audio. The audio is pretty wild, man.
The audio
Pretty
is
wild.
Yes.
I was impressed last
Yeah.
Yeah.
gameplay. It does.
That's
It is
true.
nice. I agree.
It adds a lot.
Is that NDA?
No, they've talked about it in Discord.
Did they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, they talked about it. And you're allowed to say I liked it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You're just not allowed to say something you like that they haven't discussed.
Right.
Yeah.
Come on, December 1st. Be here quicker.
Yeah, Des says the audio is half the reason he made the B-roll video that he just posted today on YouTube. Here, I'm gonna go try and snag a link here. Nobody die or anything.
Yep, hit that like button. Hit that like button, please.
Trying to find the Dez's newest one.
I think it's safe to talk now.
December 1st doesn't drop the end date for everyone, though. That part of it sucks. Anybody's allowed to talk. Right? So, obviously, the people in pre-op are going to have more to say because they're playing the game, right? But who else would be breaking NDA? I'm confused. If you're not in pre-alpha, you can't break NDA. No, everyone can talk after December 1st.
Yeah.
The verbal NDA is dropping, period.
Hey Des, why am I not seeing the video on the Pantheon
Is there
Plus
something
YouTube
new
page?
happened I'm not aware of? The visual is still up. Right.
The newest one I see is the rewind. And I know you put it up
you won't
today.
Be able to show, you have to get permission to show something visually, but you can say anything.
Hey Des, you want to pop it in Discord and then I can link it? Actually, I could probably just make you a moderator, sir.
I wouldn't do that.
Wouldn't do what?
Make Des a moderator. Oh, it was on your channel, Des? Oh my gosh. Okay, I'm going to link Des's. Des put it on his channel. That's why I was confused. All right. All right, Des, go nuts. You should be able to post now. And I'll share it with Nathan.
Yeah, you should be able to post on mine.
now.
Yeah.
How am I going to put him on the timeout?
At this point, every indie dev just needs to copy M&M formula in a perfect world. I can't imagine how that would be a bad thing.
All right. Here's chat. And there is Dez's new thingy, new video from his channel. So everybody go sub.
Nice. Yeah, everybody go check it out.
Yeah.
And that's the new B-roll Pantheon footage?
Yeah.
Then everybody needs to go watch it. I've got mine still getting approved. He said he'd have it by the end of the week, and it's Friday, so should be soon. I got some.
Hey,
I
Zucan.
recorded 8
Yeah, it
hours
does.
of
It went
content,
through.
then took it.
Happy
and
Thanksgiving,
cut
Zucan.
pieces
Hope
I
you're
thought really
enjoying your
showed off some cool
weekend.
stuff that I thought the community would want to see. Submitted it. But yeah, everybody needs to go watch that then because it's drastically changed. If the last time you saw Pantheon was Minus's video on extraction mode.
Oh, yeah. Well, and that just left a bad taste in the mouth kind of thing.
Yeah. It wasn't even a well-made video, Minus. Come on, dude. They must have gave him like a really short time limit or something.
Something happened.
Minus makes good videos.
He
and that
does.
was,
Yeah,
He's
he
very
does.
good at what he does.
Something wasn't
Maybe he
right.
was just really restricted on what he could show.
Maybe.
I don't know.
And another thing a lot of people watching didn't understand was that when it was on the extraction mode, you wouldn't like when you're brought out into the world, you wouldn't be with everybody in the world, right? So a lot of people were watching and like, where's all the people, etc. Well, that's just not how that mode worked. So, but
Yeah.
yeah. Character models need work, I agree. I think they're really just concerned with getting the base model done for rigging and animation, it seems like to me. I'm not even breaking NDA because I don't even know what I'm talking about. I'm just saying this is what it seems like. But you know, now that they got that done, they're working a couple other. After they get quite a few races in, I would assume we'll start seeing them adding options and more customization and et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with an MMO having a face that looks derpy, as long as there's also faces that don't look derpy, right?
No, they're gonna fix that. They have to.
Yeah.
It can't look derpy. I was like,
I mean, it's
not
okay
that derpy.
I think it's okay as long as that's an option, but that's not the one you have to pick, right? Like they don't all look bad.
That would be hilarious if that was one of the human face mod. Like they keep it, you know, like the bees of knowledge and embers. Just keep it because it's hilarious for the have that derpy face.
Call it the pre-alpha face,
right? Or like a squished face.
There'll be a
What'd you
toggle,
say?
guys. There'll be a toggle. You'll be able to turn on pre-alpha models or.
I want a gray box models.
Yeah, for like super low-end computers.
Yeah.
That would actually be smart.
Oops.
Yeah, and give us the old 2017 Brad McQuaid graphics.
It does. I knew you'd catch that.
I wish there were more scrappy MMOs using assets. I think the reason there's not is because it's still a pain in the butt, right? Like people think just because you're using assets it should be easy to do, but it's not. And I think a lot of people think that and they start making a game and then they realize that they run into the same issues that Pantheon did when they're using a lot of assets where suddenly they're out of memory space and the game runs like crap because it's loaded too many various polygonal assets and the server's now struggling to render it all in a consistent way. And then suddenly their game sucks.
What? Why did Sanga die? Did we miss something? Sanga's died.
Oh, whoops.
I peeled one off of him earlier. I didn't realize if there was another one.
Yeah, there
The
was
respawn.
a couple of.
Yeah, we must have to respawn. It's probably about that time.
Sorry, Sanga. I thought I got the one off of you. All right, where's he at?
Barlock says he tried to save him. We're gonna find the new B-roll video. Scroll up. Sparrow posted it.
Yeah, should have gone through.
Hang on, I'll post it again.
Yeah, it went through.
He was the only reser, wasn't he?
Dang it, darn it.
I'm coming back.
Yeah, just post it again. Everybody should go watch it, 100%.
Yeah,
and subscribe to him while you're there.
Yeah, it's Dez's actual channel. It's not the Pantheon Plus channel. So
no,
let's get him some subs, some love.
How did we let the cleric die?
I don't know. We were too busy yapping. I saw one on him, and I grabbed it.
Well, I think
Zomio says, "Hey, Bounty."
Up in there too. I haven't been watching the respawn timer. Let me turn that.
It was a legitimate sacrifice. It's okay.
Oh, well, we appreciate it, and we're sorry we didn't notice. It's horrible.
I didn't even notice because
I
we're
know.
just talking about.
Yeah.
Just talking about
We get talking Pantheon, and let's get passionate. Okay, Barlock is gonna die too.
I'm gonna switch over to the other nodes
yeah.
on him.
Okay.
Okay, got it.
Okay, do you want me back on the other one?
Yeah, this one's at 65%, whichever one's got the lowest.
Oh, that one's running, so gotta get snare
kill
on
it.
him.
I'll just keep this one on me. Try to.
That
Think he's
was a
got
pet.
low health aggro.
That's
maybe.
not a pet. The one I'm on, anyway.
At 52%.
Yeah, that one's a pet.
I don't even know that.
That's a pet.
Because I can't tab to it. Yeah.
I don't know why it lets me tab on pets, dude. I do not click. I always
Yeah, it
press
does.
tab.
It lets me tab on too.
Oh,
my God.
must
It
be
gets
an
on my nerves
option.
so bad.
It's got to
I'll
be an
try to
option.
Flying kick them to see if it goes off. If it doesn't, then I know it's a.
Well, what's funny is when I'm not in combat, I can't tab on them. It's only
Yeah, I
during
can't
combat.
either. It's only when I'm fighting.
That's
It's
weird.
like a glitch.
Mm.
Now he's over there. Is he twerking? Is that what that is?
It's not allowed on YouTube. Or is it?
No, it is
It's allowed now.
Now
Okay.
it is. Yeah, it's been re-allowed.
All right.
Breastfeeding is back on YouTube too.
That's messed up, Colleen.
Well, what is it? Call me
Let's see.
teabagging? What?
He's teabagging me.
Yeah.
I wondered what he was. I was like, what's going on?
No, I don't see any
Nathan
options.
made sure I saw that one. He made sure that it was his camera pointed right at
I
me.
mean,
well, I
think
can't
it's
not look
allowed,
now.
Though he's a dark elf with the chapless pants on, so I mean.
Oh man. Poor healer. You just, if we're yapping, just yell at us. Say, I'm dying here.
Yeah, that's totally
Yeah.
legit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll snap us back into.
Mm-hmm.
Say,
Nothing
healer's
snaps.
dying.
Yeah, nothing snaps a group back if they say healer's dying.
Yeah.
I tried in the chat, but you know.
Oh, I'm not
gosh,
reading
I
chat.
don't read chat.
If we're in Discord, I'm barely reading chat. Well, I'm reading my chat, but not game chat.
Mujan asks Nathan, "Are you going to breastfeed one of your puppets for Crunch Pony?" Look, I no spoilers, man. The new Crunch Pony's under NDA, so
You're gonna get yourself in trouble if you say.
yeah, I'm gonna get myself in trouble with myself.
Yeah, you don't want that.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greasy Panham. He says low range tab target is my biggest gripe with Quorum after camera complaints. Yeah, agreed.
So the tab's just not working the way it should?
It just has to be. You have to be close to it. You
Oh,
can't
okay.
do it very far away.
I can't go work. Crap, I haven't played in a few weeks, so.
Calming, you're having way too much fun with Senga's corpse. We have to find Calming a plaything or something. Or
I
what
like
are those?
how the Knoll tries to replicate it.
Yeah,
too, over
fidget
there
spinner.
He's doing it to another Knoll corpse over
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh
yeah.
man.
there.
Hello, Calming. Ew, Calming's twerking on me. Ew.
Get it off,
Get it off.
She's got the pants for it too, so.
So
My
when are we
twerky
gonna have?
pants.
When are we gonna have the Sparrow Bounty Wedding in game in EverQuest?
Oh, I'd do
P99,
that
when are we
anytime.
doing that?
That would be fun. The only thing we've ever remotely gotten like married in was ESO had a ring or something, didn't they? Where if you played
Yeah.
together, you had a bonus or something.
Yeah.
You know
We
who
did
did
that.
the best weddings in MMOs?
Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy
Final
14,
Fantasy.
man. You could pick your
Okay.
cut scenes and like the
Yeah.
bride and the groom would float off. Like me and my wife's wedding in Final Fantasy 14 was
The only
like
weddings
my
I've
wife.
seen were that one and WoW, and WoW has nothing really, but Final Fantasy goes all out. Man.
They go all out, dude. It's like
Man.
people can come and sit down in the seats, and it's got all the
Cutscenes.
pews and cutscenes, and you pick those cutscenes. You decide the bride and groom decides all the cutscenes and
With
how it's all going to play out in the music, and
with the
you
clothing.
decorate it. Yeah, the clothing, and you decorate the wedding hall how you want. My wife to this day will tell you, if you said which wedding do you think was cooler, the real life one or your Final Fantasy 14, which we did right after we got married in real life. We got married in the game,
Oh
and
my
she will be like,
gosh.
my Final Fantasy 14 wedding was
Wow.
fantastic. I mean,
Wow.
I can't beat that. I can't make a wedding where she
Right.
floats
And you
off
get
into the
a
sky.
Right?
don't you get an amount for doing it too?
Yeah, and you can
Yeah,
ride
and a
together
ring.
in a ring where you get better XP as long as you're together.
Oh wow. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I think you
It's
showed
something
us
else.
that mount, didn't you? You brought it.
Yeah, I showed you my wedding mount. It's a
Yeah.
white chocobo. It looks
Yeah.
all wedding style.
And the ring ports you to each other too.
Oh wow, that's cool.
Yeah, EQA has a video. I watched that the other day, of him and his wife getting married in EverQuest Online Adventures.
Oh, cool. Bounty, how come you've never asked me to marry you in game?
I didn't know it was a thing.
We need to do it. I bet we could get a bunch of people to make characters so they could all log in and come to the wedding.
Yeah.
I'll marry you in Pantheon.
Ooh. That far away?
Well, it takes a long time to
Prepare.
plan a wedding.
That's the
Right,
equivalent
right.
to a couple saying, "Oh, someday we're not
Someday."
gonna do it now, but someday."
Yeah,
We do know that Bendy plays a long game.
he does. He does not rush into things.
You
Or
gotta don't be hasty.
yeah, he's a
Hey,
tree ant.
that's the way that's the way I am. I think that's the way you gotta be. The older I get, the more I feel like just going slower is usually better.
No, see,
You just
that's
have to
why
be
Bounty
smart
married
enough
me.
to know. You have to know, right? Like you have to be able to understand, like, because I think some guys try to play long game, but like that particular person
I mean, in
isn't
everything
actually
in
interested
general.
in them.
I don't mean just
Oh,
in romance. I mean everything.
oh, you're right about that. Yeah, the long game is definitely the way to go.
No, that's why
It
Bounty
could
and
be
I
I'm just
complement each
lazy,
other.
but
I'm always hasty. We
yeah,
balance
and I
each
think
other
that's
out.
good too. When you have that kind of balance, that's
We
always
do.
nice.
Barlock is asking, the Pantheon footage is pretty nice. I'm curious if the netcode is improved. I can say this because this was released in patch notes. There was some major optimization done, yes, that gave big performance boosts. Big. And I know that was in there because I covered it in my video last time.
Are the patch notes public yet?
Not all of them, but that one
Okay.
was.
Okay.
I don't think they all are. Maybe I'm wrong about that. I don't think they all are, though. Or there's a delay or something. Like they don't automatically go public.
Trying to keep the path clear.
Oh, there's a pop here.
Junior gets back. Oh, we might be getting some respawn.
Sav has been updating them. Are they public though, Des? Like, can we cover the patch notes, or are they mostly still behind the NDA? Is this that's a pet? Ugh. Ugh.
Yeah, I grabbed these from up front just so when JR gets back, you can.
Yeah, I was just trying to beat up Calming's pet.
I'll disband. I'll be back.
All right.
You can cover what's on the tracker, checking if they're fully up to date. Oh, okay.
Oh, he's having to get a port, isn't he?
Yeah.
Where are you at again?
I'm in what, a tunnel?
Oh, you're back. That's
Yeah, he's at
probably
the AC.
all are, isn't it?
I'm coming. I'm almost to I got a port now.
Okay, perfect.
Where are you
Nice.
porting to?
North Corona.
Oh, and you're in Commons?
Oh, cool, Des. Thanks.
Yes.
So they're put up the November 18th patch. So it's like a week-ish, right?
That's right. You
So
could've.
almost the latest, yeah.
And then I have a North Carolina port too now.
But you already got one now? You already got a port
Yeah, I
now?
just got one. I'm running. If I die again, Bounty, I will let you port me back, but I don't expect to die again.
No, please yell next
Yeah.
time.
Listen, EQOA Nostalgia, if somebody's giving you a hard time for complaining about the quorum camera and they're acting like that's your fault, they're done. There's major jitter and camera issues that they said that
It's
they're trying to
terrible.
fix. Like,
All right,
that's a
Des, I'm checking that
legitimate
out. The
complaint.
tracker. I haven't even
I
looked at the
complain
tracker.
about it too. Like, that's, don't let anybody act like, because people do that in YouTube. Like, they'll act like you're the idiot when actually you're right, and everybody knows that that's a real problem. And then some guy on YouTube who actually thought you were playing on p99 or something, right? Who's actually the wrong one, will try to make you feel. Which you know that, but you are correct in that complaint, 100%.
Yeah, they got a lot of the crafting stuff in there.
Yeah, I agree. That's it's bad.
It's bad. It's really bad.
And I mean, I just play it in first person when I play on there because it's that bad. And especially when I'm pulling, I want to be in third person so I can check my 6 all the time.
Cool, thanks,
and see how
Des.
big a train I'm building.
Yeah, exactly. I've trained my eyes to just kind of let them haze over when I'm moving the camera. Just kind of like let my vision blur for a second while I'm moving the camera so it doesn't make me feel sick.
Oh, that's awesome, Des. Covering the patch notes.
I like that piece. You look behind you to see how big your train becomes.
Yep.
I've built some big ones tonight. I haven't brought any to any. Well, I got real close. I had like 5 of them right on the other side of the door from where you were fighting earlier, and I just knew they were gonna aggro, but they didn't. And it was like all casters, so I was terrified.
Didn't Ben say that? I think, right? Dean.
Oh yeah, about train them if you don't like them.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Drac has that on
Ben's
one.
hilarious.
His
man.
buttons.
Ben Dean says the funniest stuff, dude. I still think Drac plays all the time on the stream. That one quote where somebody asked him a question, he said, "Oh, I'm sorry, heard somebody say progeny and I clammed up." What was the question again? Dude, I love Ben Dean's sense of humor. It's freaking epic.
He just seems so shy, though, but then he comes out with those massive, hilarious comments.
Yeah, you don't see it coming.
No.
You never see it coming. That's my favorite Ben Dean quote. Oh, I'm sorry. I heard progeny and I clammed up. What was the question? Oh, good.
Why is my health dropping? Does he have like a damage shield on or something?
Why is calming dead?
Why is calming dead
Oh,
now?
no.
No! We're slowly
Yeah.
one by one
I
dying.
know.
It's
I was
like a
trying to
horror
come off
movie.
of him.
Yeah.
I didn't realize he dropped before I got it
A
off. Of him.
slasher flick. Who's
Damn.
killing us?
I think it's respawn. I think that was repop that was on him. I tried to get it off.
I think his pet got to him.
Oh, maybe.
I'm almost there. I'm almost to the zone.
Right. And you have res?
Right.
I do, but
Awesome.
it's no XP gain.
Yeah, but it's
Oh,
better,
like
better than
calming,
running.
Yeah, than running.
Oh man. Damn. When did they give you XP gain on res?
I think that's like in Kunark or even before or after.
Jesus. Make clerics go through all that hell, and then they have to get what 50 before they get an XP res.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, it is ridiculous.
You need
That
your
was one
epic.
thing I appreciate about Quorum. They added reses at level 14.
Maybe that's what
Really?
I'm thinking, because
Yeah.
I did notice. Yeah, the people were talking about XP res is really low in that one.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah, the low
It's
level
good, though.
level
I like it.
14 you get no it's just a res, so you don't have to run back. You don't get any of your XP
Yeah.
back, but
Mhm.
it's still
Still nice,
very
yeah. Especially
appreciated.
at that
Yeah,
level.
Yeah.
And they don't have XP loss until level 10, right?
right.
So, Calming said he was trolling Bounty trying to twerk on him and he died. Are you sure Bounty didn't nuke you?
So hyped to play Monsters and Memories for 36 hours straight. I know it's gonna be epic.
Okay, does Calming need a res?
Yes, I think so. Unless he doesn't want one. He likes running, maybe. I don't know.
I doubt it. I doubt he likes to run. Never know.
Oh, watch out, your repop in there.
Yeah. So does that mean
It's
you're out of
34
mana?
hours. Thank you. I just know it's 30 something hours. I've said every 30 number in the book. It's 34 hours.
Oh, if
I've
you
said
want to,
35, 32.
Got mana song
then
on.
say if you want to toss me an invite.
Oh, you got kicked from the group? That's
Yeah, I
weird.
He
had to
needed to
port.
port. Yeah.
Oh, right. I think that's you, Nathan.
Where are you? There you are.
Okay, at level 39, you get a level 50% res.
There's a dwarf in there solo in the bedrooms.
So soonish.
39.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we're closest.
And then 49, it's 90%.
Hey, a heads up, there's a dwarf in there. It looks like he's soloing in those bedrooms, so let him have those spawns. I don't think they're that good XP anyway.
Hey, welcome, my
Oh.
real name.
What? Oh, Nate?
That's his name.
Yeah.
My real name.
Oh. I thought his name
Just
was
popped
Nate.
in.
Nate.
That would be funny if his name
Yeah.
was Nathan. I was like,
Yeah.
hello, well, my real name.
Yep.
I'm gonna call my parents in the morning and tell them about that butt pooping picture.
Feel the need to come clean about the poop.
I just want to see if they remember it.
You're so
I hope
proud.
they do.
What if they thought it was some fun, some innocent thing, and you're like, no.
I just want to know if they were like, that kind of looks like a butt pooping in a toilet. Like, oh, he's a kid. Don't hurt his feelings. Don't hurt his
I
feelings.
would never do that.
Oh,
That was
that's funny.
before they caught me in the cuss club. So
In the cuss club?
yeah, I think the cuss club was already going full steam, but they didn't know about it yet.
Mm.
Had a little cuss club where me and some neighborhood kids would meet up under a tree and keep a journal of all the cuss words we were learning and what they meant.
Oh my gosh, seriously?
Yeah, that's serious. We called it the cuss club. I started the club, actually.
Of course.
I was the founder.
It was funny. I was such a good kid. Did not cuss.
I was not.
I was.
I mean, I wasn't awful, but I was a normal bad kid.
A normal bad kid.
Just a normal bad kid.
When we were a kid, Nathan, I found my grandfather's porn stash, and I ended up grabbing them and selling them to the neighborhood kids.
Oh, no.
Oh yeah, you could sell them for like you could cut out one picture and sell it for like $5. Kids would pay anything. Boys would pay anything for that.
Well, that's different these days, I'm sure. Like, there's probably
Yeah.
no
Oh,
value
I got
in
phones, yeah.
No value, yeah. That was a big market. That was a big market.
I got
Never-
one of them.
Did your parents ever find your stash when you were a kid?
Yeah, I had that happen to me once.
I
And,
did too. That was bad.
But the funny thing was, my stash consisted solely of the things I'd stolen from my stepdad's stash. And so my mom got all mad about it and asked him, "Can you
Did she
believe you
know?
had this?" No. And that's
Okay.
what blew my mind. is
So
she
he
didn't
was
know.
hiding it
I mean,
too.
she knew he had
He
porn,
knew.
but she didn't know that's where that came from.
Oh, okay,
And-
okay.
And,
It'd be funny
and
if she
she's like
didn't even know
asking
he had it.
him, like,
I'm
"Can
gonna
you
die
believe
again."
this?"
Oh, get it.
Ah, Sango.
Save Sango.
Get it. I'm blinding
Where
it.
is
I'm blinding it. It's
Get
got him
off.
stuck. He can't run.
No.
Oh my gosh.
What happened?
Oh my gosh. This is
We're getting way too lackadaisical
good.
here.
There's a lot of mobs
So-
here.
Yeah, there's 3 spawns right by here, so we need to stay back further. I think.
So
There's 2 at the door, then there's 2
Well,
right
Burlock's
here. 2
gonna
at the
die
door.
next. We gotta get this stuff off of him.
This one's almost dead, but
Can you get that one off? Okay,
Right.
I'm gonna start peeling.
Come on, it stunned
Trying
me.
to root one of them. So resisted.
how come I can't hit it?
Okay, got that one rooted. Are you gonna make it, Burlock?
He must have, because it stopped chasing him.
I think he's zoned.
Yeah, I was on it. It was running slow. Man.
So you're back in common land, Sango?
Yeah, let me head
Well,
that way
he-
right now.
Okay, I'm gonna port to the wizard common thing.
We did so good last week. Nobody died in here, and then tonight we've.
I blame
multiple.
Witcher for twerking.
Well, y'all didn't see, but I went back to his corpse and sat on it a couple times.
Good.
I'm gonna have to go. I'm gonna have to submit a complaint to YouTube. They're gonna have to ban twerking again, I guess. Had a good run. We had a good run.
Oh, we have friends here.
Oh, there's the
You
shame.
survived.
So,
Shame him with the
Sanga,
pet.
where are you coming from? You're gonna be coming from East Common?
Yeah, Nick, to
What's that?
A
So
little
we're gonna-
Discord lag. It
Gonna
sounded
meet
like.
up on the road.
Should we head back to the entrance before stuff pops and kills us all? 'Cause there's only.
nah, there's not that many mobs from where y'all are at to the entrance.
Well, but she meant respawn right here. But the
Yeah.
respawn is kind of long, I think. So
I think last time we looked it up, it was 20 minutes.
yeah, it's something long. And there's like one right here where we're sitting, and then there's like, people, several more scattered around this room.
Do you have a map, Sanga?
Nathan, your chat is funny.
Who just did somebody come in here and was trying to talk to us? Bam?
Yeah, Bam Farino. I just saw it now.
I did
A
too. I didn't
mustache
see him in
specifically for porn. I didn't see that chat.
there. Oh yeah, stash like a
Or
mustache.
Yeah, because people even
That
talk
is
about
a-
that a lot.
that is the
you know,
thing. The '70s style mustache.
That-
oh man.
I do
Yeah,
not
that's
like
70s.
mustaches,
I
especially
don't
70s
either.
style.
I like them for comedy reasons, though. You know what I mean?
It's funny hearing somebody in their 50s say this, but I've had a baby face forever, so I've had facial hair for a long time, just so I didn't look, like a little boy. And now I'm in my 50s, and it's just habit. I shaved it off a few years ago, and it felt weird, so I had to grow it back.
Yeah, it'd be
mustache?
weird.
Yeah, and well, I have a goatee,
Oh, that's different.
a Van Dyke is technically what it is. I think.
All
mustache
women love
with the goatee.
mustaches. Greasy Panham says.
It's not true. I despise
it's not true.
mustaches.
Yeah, a lot of women don't like them.
My wife would disagree as well.
Yeah, no,
Mom
that's.
doesn't like beards at all.
I don't know if I should say this, but to me, it's just very like guy porn star from the 70s. Like I don't
Yeah.
like. Yeah, I don't like it.
With sunglasses though, and a mullet, and a leather jacket.
That's
on.
not helping. No. But I do
Plus, it
like
plays to my
goatees.
lazy thing.
Yeah.
The lazy
Wife
thing
beater.
about not having to shave, that just low maintenance. I'm all about that.
Yeah.
I'm about the low maintenance. Yeah.
Yeah, Bounty's always had either a goatee or a beard.
And I have been known
I
to
like
sport
both.
the neck beard very often, so I did shave.
He's not helping, Des.
the neck beard with the
Especially with the
diapers
mullet.
and-
Yeah, my neck beard grows really quick. Like one day back.
Mine does-
Like
mine
I didn't
does.
shave this morning. I've got a neck beard.
Tom Selleck was one that could pull off the mustache, but to me, he would look better without it.
What about that guy from Monty Python? He did a good job with the mustache. and shit.
What
What's
guy
that guy's
said?
name?
I don't know.
Yeah. Let me see if I can find him.
Which one
He's
had a
still in movies.
mustache?
He still is in movies to this day.
Where are you, Sanga?
I'm coming about to zone to the common lands now.
I'm talking about John Cleese. John Cleese.
He's
I know
so
the name.
Dude's
He pulls.
hilarious.
Look, Google him real quick. He pulls off
Okay.
a
From,
mustache.
Nick-
I feel like this guy.
Which one are you
John
in right now?
Cleese is CLEE. Yeah.
CLEESE.
Yes,
Tulis.
yeah.
I run slow.
Oh,
him, John
yeah.
Cleese, yeah.
Yeah, that suits him.
He pulls it off.
Yeah, I would agree.
And also that guy, diabetes guy. He also
Diabetes.
pulls it off.
Yeah.
Diabetes.
But
That guy
again, all older people. So if that was on a younger man,
pulls-
it wouldn't look good.
Point.
Again, it'd be porn starish.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Do you think older men get less like creepy or no? Do you think they just get better at hiding it, or do you think that they really legitimately are less creepy?
It depends on the old man.
Better at hiding it.
Better at hiding it's what I've always thought too.
I don't know. I've seen enough creepy old dudes to to know old
Yeah.
people can look creepy.
They're
So
not hiding it all that well.
no,
are we?
no.
But I miss back when you would go to a friend's house. It was kind of common. There'd be like somebody you knew, if not yourself, who would have grandparents who freaking hated each other, but they were sticking it
Oh
out.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is
Oh.
classic,
Mm.
dude. Like every word out of each of their mouth is a hateful jab at the other one. But they're still together. They're sticking it out, but they do not like each other. That's a classic to me. Every time I meet an old couple like that, I'm like, I like that. I don't want to be that, but I
like
respect it. I
that.
respect it.
I mean, I respect they're sticking it out, but you're not really doing well if you're just constantly jabbing each other.
So it's good comedy, though. It's a really
I
good
mean,
comedy.
for
Like, they
everybody
could just
else,
go on
I
a
guess.
Stage. Yeah, for everybody else, yeah.
Bounty and I like to like tease each other, but not actually jab.
Yeah, I have a problem because I do that a lot, but sometimes I'm not good at noticing that, like, now's not the time.
The joke's over.
Right? And
Yeah.
suddenly my wife is actually pissed. And I'm like, whoops. Like, I wasn't mad.
You need a pineapple word. She needs to have a word where she's like,
She
Nathan.
won't use it. She won't use it. I'm telling you. My wife
Oh.
will.
Like a
she
safe
won't,
word?
She won't
Yeah.
say it. She won't just say, like, okay, that's enough. Like, if she just said that, I'd be like, oh, okay, my bad. I was just playing. She won't do it, though. She'll be mad.
My
Usually
face
when I
is
say that,
very
she'll just
expressive.
leave, and I know she's pissed.
Yeah.
She leaves.
I think my face will say something before I verbally say something. I get that murderous look apparently.
See, there's somebody in chat. My real name says his grandparents are like that.
Really?
Calming's leaving.
It's good comedy. It really is. It's some of the best, I feel like.
Later's calming.
Oh, you're really
Okay,
leaving
Mama.
calming? Aw.
Aw, he's gotta go.
I guess. He does have to work and stuff, right?
Yeah.
He didn't like I didn't like his twerking.
Oh.
Have a good night, Witcher.
Night Witcher.
Calming's one of those people that I never know if he's joking or not. Because he always jokes.
He is.
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Right.
Yes.
So is he
I
really
would assume
leaving?
Yes.
I guess it's like, is he really leaving?
Now, that I don't know. Now,
Right.
that I don't know.
Yeah. Because didn't he do
Is he-
that the last stream when I wasn't here? He left and left the group and everything.
Sometimes he intends to leave, but then he's
Oh.
watching the stream to, like, before he goes to sleep, and he's like, oh my gosh, I better log back in.
They're lost without me. Yeah, I'm thinking I probably have about 45 minutes left in me.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah.
No, he really is leaving. He's got to work tomorrow. Okay, well, have a good day tomorrow, Witcher.
All right, take care, Witcher. Thanks for coming out.
Thanks for the twerks.
Yeah.
Figure I better clear a path. That other guy was coming through here. We didn't want to lose the spawns. Oh, he's gonna set up here. Uh-oh. Well, he moved up to the bridge here. I guess,
Ooh, he nuked you. It sounded like a port, though, his spell.
y'all okay in there?
I think so.
Yeah.
You have land hands up?
Yep.
Yes? Okay,
If it
cool.
works this time.
I know, that's so weird it doesn't work.
Man, I wish he hadn't went and sat right there.
Arcane's a great show, Barlock. Des and I were just talking about that like a week ago. Fantastic. I
That's
can't
like-
watch it because it's so sad. Like, I've watched it, but I can't rewatch it too much because it's so sad. But the
It's
story.
one
What
of
are
the
y'all
best
talking about?
shows. Arcane.
Arcane.
Oh,
It's so
Arcane, yeah.
good. It's so good.
Thanks, Des, for stopping
Many
in.
more
One of the best
twerks
shows
for
on
Sparrow.
Netflix.
It was
and maybe
great
even
chatting
Bounty
with you.
next week, Witcher says.
What did Witcher say?
He said many more twerks for Sparrow and maybe even Bounty next week.
Oh, Bounty's good at avoiding twerks. He can port
Oh,
out.
interesting. Oh, okay. I thought this was a real life story. Coming.
Yeah, Barluck says it's the only show that makes him cry. Like, right? That's so sad, the sibling story in it. It's I can't take it. Oh, but very good
Yeah, it was really well done.
storytelling. Yeah.
Hope they play that MMO when they finally come out with it for
Oh, I'd try it.
If you-
Universe.
If you're ever in the mood for some good old trash TV, you know how you get in that mood like we used to watch Jerry Springer back in the day? Like, we didn't think it was good. We just watched it because it was so not
Right.
horrible that we would watch it. If you want something like that, because I'm not really going to say this is a good show, but it gives you the same vibes, and it actually is interesting. The
Hey,
new
Cyber.
Squid Game.
He made
where
you
they're
sad. Is that
real
why you
people,
left?
reality show.
I'll
Squid
make him
Game.
let you twerk
Pretty
him
good.
next week. How's
Pretty
that, Cyber?
We watched all of it the other day while we were getting Thanksgiving stuff ready. Watch all that they have. Pretty good. But you have to be in that mood, I feel like.
And what was the name of it? I missed the name.
It's now the real Squid Games, the real show, is an epically awesome show that you should watch just because it's great. But then they did a real Squid Games, right? Where they actually took this show and got real people, and they're actually doing a version of it, right? That's like a reality show. And Squid Games is, for anybody who doesn't know, it's basically, without any big spoilers, it's this game where a ton of money is up for grabs, but people die, right? Like, if you lose, you die. Now, obviously, on the show, you don't die. You just get kicked off the show. It's pretty good, though. We watched the whole thing. Mr. Beast's version of the real Squid Games, I thought was even better than the Netflix official real Squid Games. I think Mr. Beast was even better. Did you know more people watch Mr. Beast's version of the Squid Games than actually watch the real Squid Games?
I mean,
You got
Mr.
more
Beast
ideas,
is
dude.
huge.
I'm not shocked. Yeah, that dude's like, yeah, he's pretty big.
I've honestly,
it's
I've never
Running
seen
Man.
him though.
It's like that, Ikoa. It's like Running Man. Yeah, it's more, you know, because it's modern though. It's a little more brutal, I would say, than Running Man was.
I haven't seen it, but it always remind me of that Saw or something. But
It's
it was
similar.
a game show. Saw is a game show, maybe.
Yeah, it's
Ugh.
similar. That's
But I
actually a
haven't
good way of
seen
looking
it.
at it. It's very creepy, very kind of scary, but and like really intense, and got a really good story and twists. And Squid Games is awesome.
Oh, so you're gonna die, Nathan.
Uh-oh. Let's see if it works.
There you go. It worked.
It worked.
And now it's
Yay.
on Peace Dog. Oh, that's okay. And grats to Barlock, Ding 27.
Ooh, congrats, Barlock.
Running a new Running Man movie.
Oh, we had a high level necro go back here and a is it mage?
All right.
Like
Oh, back
went
where you're
past
going.
us and came back here. Yeah, and I'm assuming they were going somewhere deeper in because now I don't see the one of them. I was worried about pulling around them and trying not to train them, but
Does my heel hit you? I'm not sure what the range is for my songs.
Oh my gosh, Life of Ryan. You just hit me right in the feels when you said that in your comment. Life of Ryan says, my favorite show on Netflix is I Think You Should Leave. I've seen every
Oh.
episode like 5 times. Dude, that guy is the entire inspiration for Cringe Pony TV. I love that guy's work.
I have never seen
I
it.
think you should leave.
I haven't seen
It's cringe. It's cringe, but it's so good. It's so good.
I'm actually loving it's not cringe what I'm watching, but loving the writing for The Chosen, and I did not expect to like it.
Mm.
Yeah. It's really, really well done.
Chosen's a good show.
Yeah. The writing in it's fantastic. I love the way that they've just built the stories out that make total sense. You're like, that's so plausible. It could be like that. I love
Right.
it. And it's not corny, not cheesy. I'm used to a lot of those types of shows being very cheesy.
Yeah.
And this is not. It's really well done.
The Chosen season 1 is solid. The following seasons break from scripture so much it hurts my soul.
There's a lot of storytelling. Like they're building off of the different characters you hear one or two lines about and making stories and arcs about. But it's
Interesting.
I love it.
Where's it on? What are you watching?
We're watching it on the Angel Network, but I think season 1 is on. Where did we watch season 1? Was it Netflix?
You can also watch it on Prime too.
Maybe. Yeah, I'm not sure where we watched season 1, but they're making season 4 right now, I think. Yeah, I think on the Angel, if you get the app, like if you have Roku or something, the Angel Network, we're watching it for free right now.
Like Angel Studio.
Nice.
Or Angel Studio, yeah.
Where did Senga go?
I'm still loading into the zone.
Really?
Yes.
You're also not in group again.
Yeah.
I may have dropped out.
Yeah, you might have
Yeah, you might have
crashed.
P99 crashed.
Oh,
No way.
It never does that.
Actually, it hasn't
Impossible.
crashed on me at all today. Even when I logged in, I haven't had my obligatory.
Yeah. We didn't either. Nathan and I, anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, I logged right in today.
Uh-oh.
We stole.
No, I'm logging in now. Or zoning in now.
Hmm.
The lag monsters come back. Peace, if you can help. The two are at the beginning of the zone.
Oh yeah. The other two might be up as well.
How long is your
Yeah,
lay of hands down?
Is it 30 minutes game
Okay.
or it
You'll
says
wanna-
it's already up, but it's not.
Right, you'll want to be careful
Bounty,
then.
where are you at?
I'm back in the group.
I don't remember if it's an hour on P99. I think it is. I think it's an hour. I've been playing other games with lay on hands, so I get a little confused.
Oh, he got him.
Ooh.
Should be clear now.
I like how Witcher, you're supposed to be asleep.
What is he talking in your chat?
Yeah, he says go deeper in. You have an hour. Go down to the Ishva Mall.
No, we only
We
have about
should go
half an
deeper.
hour.
Yeah, we only got 30 minutes, but next time we should. Yeah, we'll go
Yeah.
deeper next time.
It's a little hectic down there, if I remember correctly. But
It's
Yeah, it
with a
is.
full group, well, with a full group.
Well, we'll have Gibo too, another shaman.
Nice.
So,
And we can pull like a lot more conservatively too. Instead of 3 or 4. Because that's usually when it gets a little hairy.
That's
well, I've been
heavy.
I've pretty much brought one at a time. It's the respawn.
replot.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's so many mobs that are scattered around this room, and they'll add if you're fighting anybody. You know?
Yeah.
I brought some trains tonight, but I usually stop before I got through the door.
Does Senga need an invite?
Oh yeah.
Yep. No, what?
Where's
I'm
that?
not in the group.
No.
Nope.
It might be bugged.
Yeah, I think I'm bugged because I see you guys fighting thin air.
Are you gonna relog?
Yeah, let me relog real quick. Y'all are, I'm watching your stream and I see you fighting a knoll, but in mine, it's just showing y'all fighting thin air.
We're
Oh boy.
that tough.
Worried that your
That was
cat's
also like an
turning
8
into an
second
owlbear?
lag stream too.
I know you love your cat and all, but if your cat turns into an owlbear, you know, when it naturally passes, you got to skin it, and you got to make an owlbear rug. You got to.
Hmm.
I'm not saying you got to make it die any faster. I'm just saying when it naturally passes, you got to make it. You got to make an owlbear rug out of it. It'd be the best rug ever.
I have 2 of them here. Let me get line of sight off. Oh, stay. This one's gonna.
Stay back.
Oh, damn it! I thought I had him.
Should we run it?
No, it should only be
Okay.
2. I'll pull this one over here, and y'all should be able to get that.
You
that
do
one.
have
I
an
don't think
extra
either one
pet.
of them- Oh, it does have a pet up. Yeah.
Barlock's funny.
What's wrong with your potato? Ooh, I hope your lay of hands comes up.
Uh-oh, I might need a heal. Maybe I should have told this.
Should we run it?
I'm logging back in right now.
I'm gonna kill this one.
Pet's
I'm
almost
just gonna
down.
Kill him.
Yeah. Did we
Yeah,
get a
but
pop?
I couldn't.
Did we? Oh, we did.
Yeah, now there's a pop. This one's down. Hang on.
Pet's down, so we'll be all right.
Okay.
It's a green
I
too.
should be able to. Yeah, okay, good. I'm gonna
If you
buy
want to
another.
invite Senga, we got another ad.
Let me get Senga in the group. Where is Senga? Senga dead?
No, I'm coming back in.
Oh, I thought you were
okay,
in.
okay. It's like, oh my gosh, how did that happen this time?
Mm.
Yeah, what's worse? Taxidermy your beloved pet or making a good skin rug out of your beloved pet? I feel like
A rug would be worse.
a rug would be worse.
Yeah.
I would just throw it
You
away.
walk on it and stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
You gotta be able to separate the art from the pet.
I've actually done
then
taxidermy, but not on my pet.
New member of Napalm, Douglas Miller. Welcome. Thank you so much for the support, man. Welcome to the family. Thanks for
Welcome to
joining,
the
man.
cringe family.
You are in now. I'm trying to see what your little icon is there. See, is that root beer? Is that the dad's? I thought it was called Dad's root beer.
It says daddy's.
You remember it as Daddy, but it was actually Daddy's.
Ah,
Oh, no, Mandela.
another one.
Another one. Yeah, you gotta separate the art from the pet. Yeah.
You're very low health.
Yeah.
Okay,
Very
so the
low.
game crashed again upon restart.
Of course it did.
Yeah, don't get any aggro, Nathan.
I'm just, I'm glad I'm not on dial-up. I'll tell you that much.
Man.
It's just not the
Daddy's
same.
brown sauce.
Oh.
I think we're just gonna stop the conversation.
Yeah, I think that's all we need to know.
I've heard enough.
Oh. That's a brown too far, I'm thinking.
Just the way you said it made it even more funnier.
That's right.
Mhm.
Daddy's brown sauce. Yep, we're just gonna stop the conversation right there.
So I've always had a very vivid imagination, and I remember when I was a kid, just to shut me up or, not to go into full detail because I was too young or whatever. And I asked my dad where babies came from, how they were born specifically. After
Cabbage.
my little sister was born, and he said, "You guys ready for this?" He said, "They come out of your mom's butt." the visual images I had as a child, being like, "Oh my gosh!"
Yes, yes.
I just think about that sometimes. I'm like,
The picture then that you drew
Yeah.
would have been conflicting.
yeah, I was trying to that painting, that finger painting was actually I thought I was
Yeah,
drawing.
that picture makes more sense now.
Yeah,
Mhm,
it
mhm. Beloved poops. The
All right,
poops
I'm
we didn't
back.
flush.
My little turd has a whole different meaning.
It's on Amazon. It's a real sauce. What is it? What kind of? Is it barbecue? Is it like what's that one stuff you put on the browning sauce? And that one's
Sounds
called.
like
Did you put?
sounds like a steak sauce to me, like A1. That's what I picture.
Worcestershire.
Daddy's brown sauce sounds better than Uncle's brown sauce. I feel like.
No, I disagree.
What about creepy
just-
old man?
Creepy old man brown sauce. Creepy old man with a mustache too.
Mustache sauce.
Ooh, that'd be good. And you actually put it on your mustache to eat later. It's not to put on the food. It's to put on the mustache for later. So you can get a little taste here and there. Mustache sauce, dude. That's a market.
It's for single men, apparently.
Untapped market.
That's that market. Mustache sauce.
Single creepy old men like it especially.
I'm running that down. Mustache sauce is a really good idea. I love it so much.
Your puppet's going. What's that on your?
Just so I remember what it is. Sometimes I leave notes and I go back and I'm like, what was
What
I
the
talking
heck
about?
was
Oh,
that?
they hot.
And for this one, I put mustache sauce for later. I'll remember now. I remember.
For later.
Daddy's brown sauce. Mustache sauce for later.
I feel like Witcher's trying to trick us. This is I dare you guys to go deeper. Just across the bridge, just get XP.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I remember that story about the goats going across the bridge, dude.
Oh, I've
Billy
been,
Goat
I'm
Scruff.
pulling stuff from across the bridge. There's
Yeah.
a few spawns before, and most of the stuff I've been pulling is on the other side of it. But
I learned that lesson
Basi-
a long time ago. Don't go across the bridge.
and
Don't
this
go
and
across
this is
that
a
bridge.
good, and it's a good spot because, like I said, before I run out of mobs, it's like we're doing a pretty good pace with it. You know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
like, so I'm not really having to go very
But I do
far to
think
get all these mobs.
Next week,
Bring
we're
it
all
in,
together.
but-
We will go deeper though.
Yeah, we definitely should at some point. Cause
Ooh, Vaughn just got the perfect name. Man in the Van sauce.
Oh.
Man in the Van sauce. That's good.
And I'm sure
Okay,
somebody
he's-
would want that robe that he has, but I think is that robe drop every time or is it a rare drop? I used to come down here with a friend of mine. It was a wizard to get that damn thing. We had to come down here a few times, so I don't know if it. Maybe he's just a rare spawn. I think that's it.
It is a
Yeah,
mix.
some of them do have damage shields because this one's got a damage shield right now that I'm hitting.
Right,
It is a
Senga.
steak sauce type.
You can throw Senga
Yeah,
an
wait, no.
invite.
Oh yeah, sorry. Are you doing season discovery for World of Warcraft? Yeah, me, Sparrow, Bounty, Muujin.
These dogs will do it too.
Was it Gibo?
Oh, that's 5. That's 5, right?
Let's start next
Me.
week.
Sparrow,
The
Bounty,
30th,
Muujin.
I think.
Oh,
Did Gibo? Oh yeah, Gibo did say he's coming. That's right. Yeah, and Gibo.
I'm
gonna play
excited.
Human. First time ever. I'm gonna play a human rogue.
Oh, nice.
Well, they have a lot of advantages in PvP, so classics.
I think the human starting area is great,
Yeah.
and I just don't like Westfall, but that's a personal. That's just me. Most
Is that
people don't mind
Goldshire?
Westfall.
Isn't that the human
Mhm.
starting here?
Goldshire's the first little town
City, town.
area.
Yeah.
Wait, why is there a pet here?
Yeah, I don't like
Oh,
Westfall
there he is.
either.
Something about it. I don't know what it is. I just dread it. I love the scary, spooky place you go after Westfall and
Uh-huh. Is that Dark
whatever
Shore?
that other
Oh
place is.
yeah, that's Dark Shore.
Dark Shore. I love that one. That
Yeah.
one's cool.
It's got a good story to it, and
Yeah, it feels right. The music and the atmosphere, I feel like are pretty good.
Nuking me. Damn,
Would have
mages.
been better if it
Dude,
had.
they're overpowered.
They
Some
missed their
root meat.
opportunity to have like a haunted mansion, like an unrest type there, though.
Yeah, yeah. Westville just feels like it's a big giant dry desert, and it's just too big and too
Desolate.
plain and desolate.
What's
Yeah.
the dungeon that's like a haunted mansion though? Oh damn it! What's the
In WoW?
low-level dungeon? Yeah, there's a low-level dungeon that's it's not a mansion, it's a castle, but
Oh, Scarlet.
know.
Something
Oh,
Scarlet.
Scarlet
No,
Monastery.
Yeah.
One
no,
of
not
those.
monastery. I'm thinking
Oh.
of
The other one.
Oh, the one that guy that can drop the meteor shards. She has a rogue. I only think about the dagger that comes off the.
Oh, with
boss
the
at end.
werewolves.
Yeah.
Oh,
Um,
yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, I can't think of
It
the
is a
name.
lower
That was,
level.
that was a hard dungeon.
It's one of the best low-level ones. I think it's cool. No,
Is
Scarlet
it Dark
Monastery, it is
Shire?
Dark
I've been
Monastery.
saying Dark Shore. Is it Dark
Yeah,
Shire?
we had a hard time with
I'm
that
not
name.
sure.
Duskwood. Okay, thank you. Sorry, Duskwood and Darkshire is the hub. It's the little town. That's right.
Okay.
There you go. Thank you. Yeah, the 30th of this month. It's coming up in 6 days.
Yep. I'm excited.
Thursday next week.
I have a
Yeah, I hope a
feeling.
lot of people enjoy it. I'd like to stream it a lot. Hoping people show up for it.
Yeah.
I can re-up my WoW sub and check on my 24-year-old guild and see if it's still on my server
Mhm.
and on retail.
Retail's such a different
About
game
24,
than
20.
classic.
Oh yeah.
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 That's about all I do is I get in there and like, yep, Toon's still here, the guild's still here. That's crazy because I rolled it like back in 2004.
Oh,
The guild.
wow. Dang.
Yeah, so we're definitely one of the oldest guilds. It's still, it's just me and like a couple of real life friends that are still in it, and like one guy I know through the game. That's all that's in it now. But at one time, we had hundreds of people in there. Like we peaked out in like a lot of guilds, I guess, in Wrath of the Lich King.
Oh, yeah.
We had a big blow up at the end of Wrath of the Lich King. A lot of drama, you know.
Oh, guild drama.
Oh yeah. I got tired of people fighting with each other and just like kicked over half the guild out. I don't like those big guilds. It's no fun.
I'm hoping the 101 ends up playing some WoW, but it's not a
They
for
said
sure
they
thing.
would.
Well,
They said they weren't
Theric and
against it, I should say.
Drac wants to talk to Theric about it because Theric, I think, is kind of unsure if
Oh,
he
is he?
wants to. Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. But I have a feeling
Classic's
the
a good
101 is going to want to go Horde. I'm very outnumbered in that regard.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Well, both Asera, Essen, Aerie, and Zelik are all Hordes.
Really?
And I'm
Wow.
like, ew.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I can't stick with it when it's Horde.
I mean, my option,
like
if I
their-
want to play my druid, is to play a cow. I'm like, I really don't
Ugh,
want
yeah.
to play a cow.
And Taurens are
Yeah.
so cool.
Oh, they're
Is
not.
that the only class
love
that
the-
can do Druid?
Yes.
And
And-
I like the undead.
the
I think have a
undead?
great story, man. They have a fantastic story. I think one of the best in the game. Like it's
How
art
many
that's the
other-
story, you know. I mean, it's
Yeah,
them.
yeah.
They're the race
Yeah.
that came out of all that, and like,
Yeah, it's kind of cool.
and there are kind of, you know, there's a good and bad side to them too. You know, I mean, it's like, especially as the story went on, but
Yeah, if they
And how
go
many
Horde, I'll
MMOs
just
have
pick
done
Blood
Undead
Elf.
as a race?
can you play Blood Elf on?
Oh,
season?
maybe I can't.
Oh,
I
no.
don't know.
Yeah, you can't.
That wasn't
Yep,
until
you can't.
So there's.
Burning
Ugh.
Crusade.
Well, I might end up having to make an orc.
Orcs are cool. Yeah, orcs are
I like
cool.
their
You could be like,
militaristic.
yeah, and what was the orc rogue that was so famous in the lore?
I'm not sure.
I can't
I didn't
remember her name,
play.
'cause she was the one that had the affair with the human king or whatever, the prince.
Mm,
What was her name? The assassin. But
yeah.
anyway.
Karazhan was a great haunted mansion raid, Dante says. I've
Oh,
never done it.
Karazhan. Yeah, Karazhan would have been the closest thing to a haunted mansion. It's massive though. It's a massive dungeon. It takes forever to do it. It's a good dungeon though. It's got some really cool boss fights in it.
I really hope so bad that by launch we get a unrest type place in Monsters and Memories. I feel like
Well,
they got to. I feel like
Yeah,
they got
have
to.
I'm sure they will. It's pretty iconic,
So iconic.
and that's what they're going for. So
Yeah.
it would not
They don't
surprise
have to give
me.
all the crazy XP boosts and all that. They can just make it normal. Just,
Garona, that's
another
the
cool
orc
place.
assassin. That was her name, I think. Wasn't it Garona?
Corona? Is that what you said?
Garona with a G.
Oh, Garona. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, I think that's right.
Bam Farino's back. I don't know.
Garona half orc or half orc. She was half orc, half Draenei. Whoa, true.
Draenei I really like. That's probably my favorite
She was
race.
half orc and half Draenei. I didn't even know that. I just thought she was an orc chick. I didn't realize she was half Draenei. That's interesting.
Breathley Manor in Everquest Online Adventures. I've not seen that. Got any footage of that? They had the creepy vampire mansion in Vanguard as well. That can't remember the name of.
She's half Draenei, but that's the new, or you know how the new WoW lore, how they go in and change stuff up. You know, like we were.
Yeah.
And then pretend like it was always that way, right? Like we were talking about before. But yeah, because I swear she was always half human, half orc, and she's the one that had. I think she had the affair with what was his name? King Larian? Was that? Wait, I'm looking here. I'm trying to.
Hey, Drac, how's it going? Did you get some more Thanksgiving dinner food?
Yeah, you got to figure when they were making
Mrs. Drac
Shadowlands,
makes some
they were
mean grub.
fighting lawsuits. They're probably a little distracted.
Oh.
We were just talking about factions and our maybe WoW stuff. I'm very outnumbered with Horde people.
Oh, Bam Farino's wanting to camp. We're only going to be here maybe 10, 15 more minutes, right, Sparrow?
Yeah.
Or is it about that
about
time
15.
now? Okay.
I'm good with whatever, you know. I just didn't want to pull the plug early.
I'll say it.
What was your favorite food, Drac, that you had for this Thanksgiving? Your favorite thing Mrs. Drac made?
Yeah, 'cause she was in the movie they did, the WoW movie.
Nathan's a casual. Why?
She was one of the major characters in it. Which I still they screwed up with that movie. The first WoW movie should have been Arthas's story. You know, the Wrath of the Lich King story. If they would have led with that, they would still be making those WoW movies probably.
Agreed.
You know?
Agreed. Yep.
Like, why would you start? Like George Lucas knew which Star Wars to start telling the story. You know, he didn't start with the other stories he had. That was the best one, so he led with that. You know,
that sounds delicious. Pumpkin pie with candied cranberries.
Story. That's their best one.
Yeah, and it's like you don't have to go.
It was more my fault. I'm the casual.
All right. They could have at least set up.
3 hours is good for me.
Set it up better to where you realize that was
coming. Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
It didn't have to. Yeah, because I mean there are a lot of great stories. That one just to me, it's like, come on, I had to lead with that. Why did y'all go? They said that movie did really well in China.
Yeah, people were so obsessed with World of Warcraft China, man.
But that was shortly after. I guess that wasn't too long after they came out with the Pandaren thing or whatever, right?
I don't know.
Because that's when all the Chinese people jumped on the game. I think it's when it got opened up to them. Which not anymore. Now they're playing. What's the new game now? They have the state-sponsored version of WoW.
Yeah. Well, I don't remember the name, but yeah.
I don't know. I saw somebody's YouTube video about it saying, "Is it worth playing?" And I was like, "Well, if you want Chinese malware, I'm sure go for it." I'm like, I'm not gonna install that game on my computer. I avoid Russian and Chinese games for that very reason, because it seems like, and I'm not being political, it's just every time I install a Russian game, it seems like I get malware. And I would assume the same would happen with the state-sponsored MMO from China.
State-sponsored? Yeah, right.
I think it de facto is.
Terraceland. That's what it's called.
Yeah, Terraceland. I think that it's like approved for them to have on their internet. So I don't know. The whole thing.
Interesting.
Yeah, the government's involved in some way, right?
Well,
that is so weird to me.
One of the guys at Blizzard sent out a tweet said something about Taiwan or something, acknowledged them as a country, and they flipped out about it. And so I don't know, and that's where how it took off from there, and it was just like a perfect storm of a contract being up with can't remember the name of the company there in China that distributes the game or whatever, but basically the government wouldn't let them renew their deal with Blizzard, I believe. I don't know. I'm remembering bits and pieces of the whole story, but from a couple of years ago. But that's what happened, and so now they can't play WoW anymore. They were like, if you're in China, you can't play it,
It's done.
and this is their replacement.
It does look interesting. I'm not gonna lie. I don't think I'll like it, but it looks,
The
Looks like-
graphics.
Yeah,
look
that does sound
almost
crazy.
just like WoW.
yeah. It
I
looks
can't
like they did
imagine. It
almost
boggles
like-
my mind.
No, it looks like they did they went legit and made a full-blown MMO.
That the government allows, kind of thing.
Right. that
Oh,
Because
I
they
guess
get to make
a
all the
Chinese
money.
company,
I think
so
is
they
what
get
it's
to.
about. Yeah, they get all the money instead of
I'm sure
sharing
they
with the
had something
American
to do with
company.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and whoever they're in the Communist Party that they're giving the kickbacks to.
I mean, how does MMO subscriptions work in communism exactly? That's what I want to know.
the
Well, okay,
government pays for everybody's subscription.
Here's what's funny.
Like,
A few
I'm not
years
trying to be
ago-
ignorant. I just really don't know. Like, is
No.
it like you get one less sack of rice now, but you get an MMO? Like,
Well,
I'm
they're not
trying to be
fully-
dumb. Like, I really don't know.
As far as I know, they're
Well,
not full-blown communists. They've embraced partially capitalism.
Oh,
Yeah, it was like I know
How's that
many
work?
years ago, one
I
of their
don't know.
premieres had said that they call themselves socialists, but they do whatever works.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I had a Chinese girl in my car a couple of years ago, right when COVID started. Funny enough, a young girl, and she got very mad when I suggested their country was communist. She got really upset. Like if somebody,
really? Okay.
like the way somebody here would say if you suggested we were socialist or you know what I mean? Not that I'm putting those two together because they're not even remotely the same. But yeah, she got really bent out of shape, and I was like, "Wait, it's right in the name of your country." I'm like, "What are you talking?" And she really got bent out of shape about me suggesting. That
so
they were
what
a
do they?
communist
They
country.
called it a republic, don't they? They called it a republic, the Republic of China, right? Isn't that right?
Yeah, yeah. But they have a communist party, and they have I want to say there's an official communist party that runs the government. I don't know how they can deny that. I don't.
I'm gonna research that. I'm interested to know, like, how does that work? Like, what exactly is going on?
Well, there is still private enterprise though, and that's why it's not everything is state owned or controlled, but it's often hard to define probably where that influence starts and stops. Like in the case of this Terrace Lane game, I'm sure them having the blessing of certain people in the Communist Party probably had a lot to do with them pulling this off. I would
Yeah,
assume.
because they already
Now,
know
that's just
what
me
they're
making
allowed to
assumptions.
say, not allowed to say,
Right.
what's
They've
off
learned
limits.
that culture,
There's a lot of
yeah.
insider dealing. You know what I mean? A lot of
Sure.
a lot of corruption. I would assume. I mean, I'm not saying it's only exclusive to communism, but decentralized control like that, it seems inevitable.
Yeah, whenever government's
Yeah,
running stuff, it's corrupted.
Yeah,
mean-
there's no other choice.
And with that said, there are some things that only government can run. You know what I mean? And we need the government to do certain things.
A couple.
I understand, but but you need to keep it at a minimum because the more you
Mhm.
do
Yeah.
it, the more chance there is for that
That's
to
the way I
occur.
feel. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But I do think regulation is valuable and needed, and I do think, but you have to be very careful about how it's applied. I think what was it? And I hate to quote Obama here, it might make some people mad, but use a scalpel, not a. You don't. It's not something you just start laying down these rules the way they do in China. Instead, you have to think every little thing through and the
That's true.
unintended
Yeah.
consequences and implications.
I think
it's
we're
like
at the point
coding,
though
right?
where we're at the point where a chainsaw, you're not going to hit anything vital anyway. Just go for it.
Right?
There's so much
Just chop it
bloat and
up.
crap. Just
Yeah.
go for it. And the couple things that
Right.
we need,
Especially at a
they'll
federal
make it.
level.
yes, that's what I mean.
Especially
At
at
a
a federal
federal, states can do whatever the heck they want. They're they're their own entity. The people
Right.
literally vote for that smaller area, and they're
And
not
there's
that
more
small.
control that way.
Yes.
The more local it is, the more and then the more you can see it, and you
That's-
can, as a citizen who votes in those elections.
Yeah. Subsidiarity. That's what.
Yeah.
That's what
and
it's
the
about.
states can't print money where the federal
Yeah.
government
And they
can,
have to
and it's
balance a
destroying
budget.
Everything.
Right.
Yeah. States have to balance their budgets.
Right. Right. Yeah, it's true.
Yep. Hey, we actually hit politics tonight. Whoa.
Well, it is Thanksgiving.
It is Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we had to Had to dip our toes in.
And we were
Right.
talking about WoW. It's like, well, you know,
And
that's usually
religion
not gonna
earlier.
happen.
Yeah. Barely.
But that's one of those stories where Blizzard doesn't even look like a bad guy. Like all they were guilty of,
Yeah.
it wasn't even them. It was one of their employees said something, and I don't know if the guy apologized or not. I don't know.
It
that
was
even
about Hong Kong
matters.
or something.
Yeah, I
wasn't
think
it?
it was. It might have been Hong Kong. I want to think it was I want to say it was Taiwan, but
Oh, it might
either
have been
one
Taiwan,
is
yeah.
a hot thing with them. I mean,
Sure.
Mhm. Yeah.
that's just it. They don't like they banned Winnie the Pooh in China because people say that the premier looks like him. So you can't even
Oh, that's
display Winnie
horrible.
the Pooh anywhere. Oh yeah,
That's
it
right.
makes him
Makes him
he
very
will go
uncomfortable.
nuts. If you want to make him mad, show up where he's flying into the U.S. Have a bunch of people out there with a big blow up Winnie the Pooh, and he'll lose his mind.
Really?
He'll want heads to roll. Yeah, and in China, your
That-
heads will roll if you do something like
Well,
that.
yeah, in
Wow.
China. Yeah.
You're not supposed to
Well, it
criticize.
seems I
you
came
know.
back at the opportune moment.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
hey, feetsies.
Good
We're actually
conversation.
calling it in like 4 minutes or something.
Yeah,
But
he
welcome
sounds-
back.
To me, I just always thought that was so funny that he gets so upset about people saying he looks like Winnie the Pooh. I'm like, come on, dude. Like, he should take it as a compliment.
First of all, hang on a second. I've got to see this. I'm gonna pull up. I'm gonna compare them.
Oh yeah, just
You're gonna
Google
get
it. You
canceled,
see a bunch
Nathan.
of side by sides and people making jokes about it
You're gonna
because
get
they know it
canceled.
makes you mad. You know, it's like if you're a kid and the kids pick on you about something and you get all upset about it. Oh,
Drac, I think you're not watching
I guess it'd be
live.
different if you could
I
have
think
them
you
locked
must
up in
be,
prison.
like,
Does he look like Winnie the
way
Pooh?
far back.
Hang
Actually,
on.
I better
don't
type
know,
it because
but
you
he
won't
gets
see
mad
it.
about it when people say it. He gets all bent out of shape.
All right, so here's Winnie the Pooh for all of chat to see. Okay. Let me get him pulled up. What?
I mean, he's
How
just
does
kind of
that-
round faced.
Yeah, but who? There's a lot of round face.
It doesn't look anything.
Right.
It's like, how is he? I don't know how people even got to that point. And then the fact that he showed that it makes him mad by, I mean, people have gone to jail over it in China.
Well, the
I do
original
not see the
started out with
resemblance
a
here.
pin. The original where that started at was a picture of that dude wearing one of those weird Chinese suits with the buttons up the front that looked
Oh,
like Winnie
like-
the Pooh because his gut was round like Winnie the Pooh and it showed him sitting back.
So is mine though, and I didn't. Nobody, you know, like who? Lots of men have a round belly.
right. I mean, you look at him, you can tell he doesn't.
Common.
You can tell he ain't staying in shape or nothing. I mean, he's not one of those guys.
So strange.
Well, I got a Noel here who's almost dead that I didn't want to finish off, but he walked all the way through this room.
That's all right. We got a group.
Kill him. We gotta leave anyway.
Yeah, we're about to leave.
Alright,
We should probably head back to the entrance once we, if you got a pull after
Yeah.
that.
When he's got a split paw hide mask, man, I hit it rich. Hey, I was. Wait, am I still wearing one of those?
How mad did you get if I said
No,
you are
curse.
Winnie the Pooh? I mean,
I know who would care. Hey, I have the guy I play Rocket League all the time. My cousin, who we're real close. We're like brothers. We've been buddies ever since we were kids. That's been his nickname since he was a little kid. My
Yeah, I
aunt
used to be
call him
called
her
that.
little Pooh Bear. She loved
I
Winnie
used
the
to be
Pooh.
called Pooh Bear, and I used to be called Nate Pooh, and
Yeah.
it never bothered me. But I was also a kid. I guess I wasn't
Yeah,
the
I
leader
mean,
of
if we
a
still called him that,
republic.
I don't know how he'd react. I haven't had the urge to call him that since we were little kids, but it was more his mom. But he never got mad about it, you know.
Yeah, I don't know. It's odd, and plus, it's like it doesn't even make sense.
And he's a good-looking dude. I know when we go out to bars and stuff, women check him out way more than they do me or any other guys I hang out with. So it's like I don't.
Their culture's just different than ours too, right? Like,
Yes.
I don't think we can compare it to us because like we insult our leaders, and they even have
I
a
can't
dinner
relate
party
to
once a
that.
year where they like laugh it up with us about the jokes about
Right.
themselves. We
Mhm.
just have a very different culture. So in their culture, I don't know much about Chinese culture, but I know more about Japanese culture. I would assume some of that might translate where honor and stuff like that is just more meaningful in their society.
We
so
should
that's
head back
probably
to the
why.
entrance while we chat so they can
All right.
fight.
Yeah, we
Let's
don't
get
want
outta
to
here.
sit up in here. It's not a good place to log into.
No.
Right there.
Definitely, we don't. wanna do
Where'd you
that.
go? There. Okay. Nice. Well, that was a good run, other than a couple deaths for poor Senga.
And Witcher.
All right, that was fun.
Yeah, thanks
Thanks
so much
everybody
for
a
coming
great
out.
group. I'm gonna hop off Discord so that Sparrow can do her outro and I can do mine. We won't be interfering with one another.
All
Thanks
right.
everybody, super fun.
Yeah, thanks guys.
Yep.
Yeah,
Was
thanks,
awesome.
It was fun.
All right, thanks guys for coming out, hanging out. Sorry you just got here, Drac. Love to chat with you, but thank you for coming. And everyone else who came in tonight, chatting and hanging out. We love our P99 nights. We'll be back next Friday, and we might even call it a little bit early next Friday because we're going to be on Dez's program. He's going to be streaming a special December 1st show. So keep your eyes open for that. I will put it on my community channel when I have more details and put his channel there. But Nathan and I are going to be there. I think Drac's going to be hanging out there. Mr. C and Theric, I believe, and maybe a couple others, just to be able to ask us anything once the NDA is open. So that should be a great time. Yep, Drac will be there. And yeah, it'll be right after our P99 next week. So thanks everyone for coming to hang out, and we'll see you then. Take care, guys.